Coletco for Monday. Yes, Monday's live Facebook record sale. When you're on and watching, be sure to let us know. We are here and we are live, and let us know when you're watching. Say hi, hello, and we'll get started in just a moment. I'm going to wait until the first comment pops up. There it is with Mike Massey. Thank you, Mike Massey, for letting me know when you're watching. Hopefully a few other people hop on. So let's go ahead and get started. Tanner, the title's wrong. That's not good. We'll definitely have to change that. So let me change that right now. All right. Well, the title's wrong. I'm going to change it on Facebook, and then we can change it on, well, we can't change it on YouTube. We'll have to go pin a comment, but I'll go change it right quick on Facebook. Live record sale Monday. What is today? The 2nd? Monday, October 2nd. All right. Let me save that. I think hopefully everybody's just clicking on the notification and they're not checking out the title, because now it says that. Paul, have a good one. See ya. So let's go ahead and get over here and start sharing. I still don't know how to edit a post on YouTube. I need to Google or ask a Restream how to edit a YouTube post after we're live. All right, let's go over here. Where's our feed at? I can't even find it. If I can't find it, that's not good. There it is. All right, there's group, and let's go here to share it to a whole lot of records. Also over here, and all right. No, I've changed it on Facebook. There's just no way to change it on YouTube that I'm aware of. Yeah, I've already done it there. Yeah, it says live CCK sale. Save to playlist. There's no way to, even though like we're the admin of our YouTube account, once you're live, there's no way to edit a video. It's some kind of bug through Restream. If there's a way to do it, it would have to be on the laptop, I'd say, over here through the Restream app. I don't think there's a way to do it anywhere else. So let me go here to story, and let's go over here and add. Paul sent several pictures earlier. I didn't get a lot of them posted, but we'll do this right here. All right, link and live now. Okay. Yes, the YouTube. Now we can go pin a comment. I'm probably going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to go pin our comment on YouTube and say that it's wrong. Got it. Let's see. The title for this stream is incorrect. This is Monday's 10:02. It is not made for kids. I think there's a way I can pin that. Tanner thinks he's changed it. Let me refresh and see what it looks like. We're about to find out. Possibly. Okay. I think it may be. Guess we don't need that pinned comment anymore. Right. We need to pin more comments, though. That way people know what's going on when they hop on. I need to copy and paste a pinned comment every time. All right, let me go to chat. So we got auctions, we got new vinyl, we got all kinds of stuff. I think we might go ahead and go into just some new vintage arrivals where everybody's on and ready to buy. So this was a crate from last week. Let me go ahead and go through this first crate of new vintage arrivals while everybody's on and ready to buy. Hope you're ready. New vintage arrivals coming up right now. So let's go right here. Okay. Let's see. Martin Pryor, not to my knowledge, no. I don't know what that is, but I will check on it. Okay. New vintage arrivals, check condition. Let's go ahead and start going through these, and I'll get auction started in just a second. Dr. Hook, sometimes you win. Dr. Hook is in VG Plus condition, $14.99. Dr. Hook, sometimes you win. That's a VG Plus condition, $14.99. The Grassroots Feelings. The Grassroots Feelings, that is VG Plus, $19.99. The Grassroots Feelings, $19.99. But Martin, I will check on that. If we can sell it to you, I would love the opportunity to sell that to you, but I'm not aware of it. So let me check on that. Let me check on that right now. Or I'll check on it tonight. Not right now. I'll check on it tonight. By the way, this is an amazing Grassroots album. Feelings, a great album. The Yardbirds Greatest Hits, that's a VG copy for $14.99. That's a VG copy for $14.99. The Yardbirds Greatest Hits, that's on the yellow Epic label. That's the Yardbirds Greatest Hits, VG condition. $14.99. If you're just hopping on, first crate, new vintage arrivals, check condition. Jimmy Carl Black and the Manish Boys, A Little Dab Will Do Ya. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. A Little Dab Will Do Ya. Jimmy Carl Black and the Manish Boys. That is a VG Plus condition, $14.99. Steely Dan Aja, also $14.99, VG condition. Aja has AA matrix numbers. I think that's the one you want. Aja, VG, $14.99. And Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. Year of the Cat is EX condition, $16.99 for Year of the Cat. Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. Brian C. wants JKB. That's JKB. I think that was this one right here. Jimmy Carl Black. Maybe you meant C. GCB? Because I don't think there's a JKB. But Brian C., I'll put you down for that one. We have Rig. Is that what that says? VG Plus, $16.99. Rig, that's self-titled, green capital label. Ken Helplin wants the Yardbirds. Ken, I've got you down for the Yardbirds. Sold and Sold, those first two records. And the Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. VG condition, $14.99. Looks like it has the original inner sleeve. The classic Let It Bleed album with the original inner sleeve. VG condition, $14.99. Blue London stereo label. And Earth, Wind & Fire, the best of Earth, Wind & Fire. VG Plus, $12.99. Let's go ahead and start our first auction. We'll go ahead and start off with a banger right off the bat. This is Damn Yankee, self-titled, music on vinyl, limited and numbered to 1,000 on silver vinyl. This is a $65 start. Damn Yankees, music on vinyl. This is sealed, actually. It is sealed. We've looked at it. We don't think that that's been broken. I was looking at it earlier. Paul didn't make a note on the back, but I'm pretty sure this has never been opened. I was looking at it. I've looked at a lot of these music on vinyl strips. Sometimes you're like, I don't think it's ever been opened, and I don't think this one has. $65 start. Damn Yankees, self-titled, limited, numbered, colored vinyl, $1,065 start. Jetstream first on the Rolling Stones. Christopher Morris was second. Christopher B. Jack first on Earth, Wind & Fire. Jake Biderman second. And Jetstream, the Grassroots Feelings. VG Plus, $19.99. VG Plus, $19.99. Great album. VG Plus, $19.99. The Gerald Wilson Orchestra, Everywhere. Gerald Wilson's VG Plus, $14.99. And Mark Almond is a VG copy, $9.99. Damn Yankees is a $65 start. I also have Def Leppard Pyromania, a USOG copy. Very clean, very nice cover, and very nice vinyl. $35 start on that. That's Def Leppard Pyromania, $35 start. That's a US original pressing, $35 start. Jetstream says he will take the Grassroots. David Tate's at $65 on the Damn Yankees album. Mark Almond II, that's VG, $9.99 for Mark Almond. And Jefferson Starship Gold. Jefferson Starship Gold, VG condition with the bonus 45, $9.99. G. Michael Toynton? Hope I'm saying your last name somewhat accurate. You're at $35 on Def Leppard. Thank you. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, that's a VG Plus, $24.99. Eagles' Greatest Hits, VG Plus, $24.99. Classic album. Rubber Soul is a VG copy for $29.99. Rubber Soul is in mono. Rubber Soul is a 65 mono pressing. There is some writing on the back. The vinyl's in VG, but that is an original mono pressing, $29.99. Michael is at $35 on Def Leppard. Calvin Ward's at $66 on Damn Yankees. Jake Biderman gets Jefferson Starship. Thank you. And we have Ken, you got the Yardbirds. You got the Yardbirds. David Tate's back in on the Yankees at $68. Little Miss Cornshucks. The Loneliest Gal in Town, a 1961 mono, VG condition, $39.99. Little Miss Cornshucks, VG condition, $39.99. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, VG, $14.99. VG, $14.99. That is a mono pressing. Hard Day's Night, also in mono, VG condition, $14.99. Music from the motion picture Billy Jack, featuring 110 Soldier, VG condition, $9.99. So we only got one bid on Def Leppard Pyromania. Going once, going twice. That is to G. Michael Twinton. I feel like I'm mispronouncing that, but we're not giving it the right verbiage or something. But 35 on that. That's going twice, going three times. Christopher Morris, first on the Beatles. Christopher, you're going to get pick of two different ones because there's two different Beatles in here. You can have Hard Day's Night or you can have Rubber Soul. Stephen A. Young was second on the Beatles. Jane was third. G.C. Colleton was fourth. Stacy Metternich gets Billy Jack. The Damn Yankees album is at 75. Jetstream was second on the Billy Jack. Also another $75 bid on that. And we have Christopher Morris on Hard Day's Night. Christopher Morris gets the Hard Day's Night, and that's what he was first on. He was first to Beatles. So Stephen A. Young, if you want Rubber Soul, say Rubber Soul or say pass. Same thing for Jane Fink and same thing for G.C. Colleton. So y'all let me know if y'all want that in that order, or if anybody else wants it, go ahead and comment. That is Stephen, Jane, and G.C. Colleton in that order. So we have Grant Michael. We'll call you G. Michael. That's a lot easier for me to say off the tip of the tongue. G. Michael, you're at 35 on Def Leppard. That's now a final call. And the Yankees album is with Jim Stafford. He was in first at 75. The Beatles 62 to 66 compilation, VG Plus condition, $29.99. VG Plus condition, $29.99 for the Beatles. And that was the 62 to 66. And Tom Petty, Long After Dark. EX condition, a little bit higher grade, but not perfect. $24.99 with the original inner sleeve. David Tate's back in on the Yankees album for $78. And Led Zeppelin 2 is a VG copy, $24.99. And this is a Presswell press. This is a Presswell press, 4-digit VG, $24.99. All right, we have our first auction of the night sold. This is sold to we're going to call it G. Michael, new buyer. Thank you and welcome. New buyer getting the first auction win of the night. Make sure you message our page. Great time to make your first purchase. It's the first sale of the night. We're going to be doing this right here for the next 6 nights in a row. I'll be here every night, even Saturday. The Vols are off this Saturday. So I'll be here hosting this Saturday. And we'll also be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Every night, $7 in limited shipping. As much as you want to buy, $7 unlimited shipping. $7 unlimited shipping. And that starts tonight with a new cycle. Our next auction is a copy of Fleetwood Mac Rumors with Hop Sticker. Contains the hit single, Go Your Own Way. I don't know if I've seen too many copies of Rumors with that Hop Sticker. Just because of that, we're going to put it up for auction. The vinyl is extremely nice. It is an original press from '77. On the Warner Brothers Oasis label there. Just a $25 start. It includes the lyric insert with lyrics and pictures of the band. The cover is about VG Plus. It looks like it had some kind of other hop sticker or some kind of sticker of some sort there that fell off, but it does still have that sticker. Fleetwood Mac Rumors is a $25 start. By the way, Kevin Boyer first to Led Zeppelin 2. Can't go wrong there. And Yankees is at $80 with Jim Stafford. David Tate, you're out. Let me know if you want back in. High bid on that is $80. We have Jackson Brown running on empty. EX condition, $14.99. Jackson Brown running on empty. EX condition, $14.99. We do have a bid on Fleetwood Mac at $25. And Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees, VG condition, $12.99. Fleetwood Mac Bare Trees, VG, $12.99. Stephen Stills 2, also in VG condition, $9.99 on Stephen Stills 2. Stephen Stills' second solo album, $9.99. And the James Cotton Blues Band, that's $19.99 VG condition. James Cotton Blues Band on that gold Verve Forecast label. Fleetwood Mac is at $25. That's going twice, going 3 times. The Don Alker, an original pressing with Hop Sticker. The Damn Yankees album is at $85 with David Tate. We have Jane Fink on Fleetwood Mac and Jake Biderman on BT. And BT was Bare Trees. Jake, you were second. And Jim Stafford's out on Yankees. So Final call. David Tate, $85. I think everybody that was bidding is out. This is a Music on Vinyl sealed copy, and I was looking at this before, and I'm pretty sure it's not been opened. Either way, it's near mint. It's hard to really tell by these Music on Vinyl pressings, so we'll call it extremely nice, possibly sealed, self-titled, 1,000 copies on silver vinyl. But these resealable bags, it's kind of hard to tell. Either way, very nice copy. It's out of print. That was only limited to 1,000, and that's a final call, $85. The Cars Candy O, VG condition, $12.99 for the Cars Candy O. Eagles Desperado, also $14.99. VG condition, $14.99 on Desperado. And Cat People, original soundtrack, music by Giorgio Moroder, and it also has the David Bowie song, Putting Out Fire with Gasoline. VG, $9.99. Jake Biderman first on the Cars. Only one bid on Fleetwood Mac Rumors with the insert, near mint vinyl, and hop stickers sold for $25 to Dan Alker. I'm going to consider that a deal. Sell that to him for $25. Also, Woodstock, the original motion picture soundtrack, triple LP, VG Plus condition overall, $24.99 for Woodstock, and Kiss Alive 2, VG, $39.99. This is an RCA Music Club pressing with the original booklet, $39.99 for Kiss Alive 2. New bid on the Yankees. That is David Eberle. He's in at $90. David Tate, you're out. So we have a new bidder on that at $90. New bid on that at $90. This is a 40th anniversary of Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. This is a 40th anniversary, Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Disc 1 is mono, Disc 2 is stereo, and Disc 3 is bonus track. It's a 3-disc CD set. Looks like a hardback book, but that is Pink Floyd, Piper at the Gates of Dawn. Mono, stereo, and bonus tracks. It's sealed. It's a sealed Europe pressing, Euro import. And that's a $35 start from 2007. $35 start, and that's a sealed Pink Floyd Piper at the Gates of Dawn CD box set. $35 start on that. Terrell Boatnight first on the Woodstock. Christopher Morris was second. Jetstream first on Alive 2. David Tate back in on David Tate back in on Damn Yankees at $95, and David Eberle's at $100. Okay, we have Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven. That's a VG copy for $14.99. Has the original inner sleeve. Wham! Music from the Edge of Heaven. VG $14.99. And Pink Floyd, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. That is a 1976 orange label. VG Plus $19.99. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. David Tate's at $105. Back in. So right now it's between David Eberle and David Tate. David and David are bidding on that. Jane Fink wants the Wham! Album. That's sold to Jane Fink. And Fever Tree, $9.99. He didn't mark the grade. To me, it looks like about a VG copy. So we'll call that a VG copy, $9.99 for Fever Tree. Rush, A Farewell to Kings, VG copy, $29.99 for Rush, A Farewell to Kings. On the Anthem Canadian label. On the Anthem Canadian label, VG condition. There is some writing on the cover, $29.99. It's a 77 Canadian Anthem pressing. $29.99. All right, we have $125 on this. Next is Rich Shockley says he'll take Rush. Also, we have new music from American bands. Sharp Cuts, looks like a compilation. VG condition, $9.99. We have the Alley Cats. We have the DBs, the No, Suburban Lawns, and that's a VG, $9.99. Looks like new wave compilation. Final call if anybody wants to get in on Pink Floyd for a $35 start. $35 start on that if anybody wants in. Rush is at, Rich Shockley got that. Brian C. was second. Mike Massey gets the comp, and the Damn Yankees is at 126. Lab tested, street approved. This is the Alchemist Presents the Chemistry Files at Instrumental Series number 4. VG Plus $14.99. Looking for a $35 start on the Pink Floyd. 3 CD box set sealed. $35 start if you want to bid on that. Hard Stuff, Bolex Dementia. Hard Stuff is a VG condition, $19.99. Leonard Skinner's First and Last, VG Plus $24.99. Leonard Skinner's First and Last, 2LP, VG Plus condition, $24.99. Randy Anderson is in on Pink Floyd at $35. That's now going once, going twice. David Tate, let me know if you want back in on this. David Eberly has it at $130. Long John Blues, 12 classic performances by Lon John Baldry and the Hoochie Coochie Men. That's EX condition, $17.99. Shakedown is at $36 on Pink Floyd. Jay Giles Band live, full house, VG condition, $9.99. In the original Atlantic Inner Sleeve, Jay Giles Band VG, $9.99. Get your yayas out, the Rolling Stones in concert. That's VG Plus, $24.99. VG Plus, $24.99. And the Rolling Stones Emotional Rescue, VG $14.99. So, Randy, you're outbid on Pink Floyd. David Tate's going to let us know if he's back in on the Damn Yankees. This is a Music on Vinyl limited edition to 1,000 numbered on silver vinyl. High bid on that's $130. Pink Floyd box sets at $35.36. Tom Gigliotti wants the Jay Giles. That's sold to Tom. And we have a group called Smith with hop sticker. Includes Baby It's You. VG Plus $19.99 on a group called Smith. Howlin' Wolf, the Real Folk Blues, $29.99. And this is not a check condition record. Not a check condition record. That is EX Plus Near Mint Minus Howlin' Wolf, $29.99. All right, he says he's out, so now this is a final call, $130. Pink Floyd is now final call. Randy Anderson or Henry's Choice. Let me know if you want back in. Shakedown has that for $36. That's a final call. Calvin Ward gets Howlin' Wolf, and the Tom Petty was EX condition, $24.99. EX condition, $24.99 on Tom Petty. I'm going to go through this crate one more time very quickly. First crate of the night, new check condition stuff. Calvin Ward got Howlin' Wolf, Roger Ramjet second, Fred Carnell third. Jetstream gets Leonard Skinner. That's sold to Jetstream. Henry's Choice is back in at $37. Henry's Choice is back in on that at $37. We're going to go ahead and sell this to David Eberly for $130. That's sold to David Eberly for $130. So, Long After Dark, Tom Petty, EX condition, $24.99. And Dr. Hook, Sometimes You Win, VG Plus, $14.99. Now, Shakedown, you're out on the Pink Floyd box set. Henry's Choice is back in at $37. All right, what do we have here? Blind Faith. This is a Blind Faith Live 1969 vintage unofficial bootleg from the Pittsburgh collection. Blind Faith, Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch. It has a very crude bootleg look to it, just like a lot of them. Crossroads, Presence of the Lord. It's from Winterland, 1969. Well, All Right, Can't Find My Way Home. $45 start. $45 start. The vinyl's very nice. That's a vintage Blind Faith bootleg. $45 start. Clapton and Winwood, of course. $45 start for that. Greg Rogers wants Dr. Hook. Shakedown's out on Pink Floyd. Now we're just wanting to see if Randy Anderson wants back in. This is a sealed Pink Floyd Piper at the Gates of Dawn CD box set. One disc is mono, one disc is stereo, and a third disc with bonus tracks. $37 final call. That is sealed. Also, Steely Dan Aja, VG condition, $14.99. That had AA Matrix. Al Stewart, Year of the Cat, EX, $16.99. Rig was a VG Plus for $19.99. The Gerald Wilson Orchestra, Everywhere, VG Plus, $14.99. Mark Almond, VG, $9.99. Mark Almond self-titled. Mark Almond 2, back-to-back Mark Almond, that's also VG, $9.99. The Eagles' Greatest Hits, VG Plus, $24.99 for the Eagles' Greatest Hits. And Little Miss Cornshucks, VG condition, $39.99, a 61 mono. Henry's Choice, you're outbid on Pink Floyd. Randy Anderson's in at $38. Aja and Year of the Cat are both going to Kevin Boyer. Blind Faith is a $45 start if anybody wants in. Rubber Soul's still available. An original 65 mono, VG condition, $29.99. There is some writing on the back. That is an original mono, $29.99. The Beatles, 62 to 66, VG Plus, $29.99. That's one of those awesome compilations from the Beatles, 62 to 66, back-to-back Beatles albums there. Christopher Morris wants the Eagles. That's sold to Christopher Morris. We also have Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, EX condition, $14.99. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, EX condition, $14.99. Stephen Stills 2, VG, $9.99 for Stephen Stills 2. James Cotton Blues Band, VG, $19.99 for James Cotton Blues Band. The Eagles' Desperado, one of their original studio albums, VG, $14.99. VG, $19.99. Cat People, music by Giorgio Moroder. VG condition, $9.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell. Randy says, or Henry's Choice says he's out. Let's sell this to Randy Anderson for $38. Randy, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube right now. So you're watching on Facebook. There's also people watching on YouTube. Right here is the embedded feed. You can see right there where my finger is right now, and down here with Bill Samus. See that little red button next to his name? That means he's watching over on YouTube. He's not on Facebook. So if you're looking at your Facebook chat, there's no way to see everybody's comments. You either got to listen to what I'm saying, or you got to pay attention to what's going on right here in the embedded chat. And it moves pretty fast. It moves pretty fast. Bill Samus gets Cat People. Pamela Yeager wants Desperado. And I think Michael Herrera was second on Desperado. Yeah, DSP. All right, if anybody wants Blind Faith, $45 buy it now. Vintage, Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch. Blind Faith bootleg from that Pittsburgh collection, $45 buy it now. I think that's pretty similar to that one we sold the last time, and I listened to it, and it sounded pretty good. $45 buy it now on that vintage bootleg. If I can slide it back in here. So that's a no bid, $45 buy it now if anybody wants it. We also have Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, VG Plus condition, $19.99 for Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Also, Fever Tree, VG condition, $9.99. And Lab Tested, Street Approved, that's the Alchemist Presents the Chemistry Files. That's VG Plus, $14.99. Henry Pardides wants Sgt. Pepper's. GC Colleton, you were second. Hard Stuff, Bolex Dementia, VG, $19.99. Long John Blues, EX, $17.99. Well, also, the Rolling Stones Get Your Ya-Ya's Out, VG Plus $24.99. The Rolling Stones Emotional Rescue is VG $14.99. And a group called Smith, VG Plus $9.99. Colin Butler says he'll take the Alchemist. All right, 2 new auctions. While I'm also changing out crates, our next auction is going to be Love and Rockets and the Rolling Stones Some Girls. Love and Rockets is a 1989 UK import 12-inch VG Plus condition, $15 start. 1989 UK pressing, 12-inch single, VG Plus. It's actually got, I think, 4 tracks on it. Love and Rockets is a $15 start. Love and Rockets is a $15 start. VG Plus condition, 4-track, 12-inch. I almost consider that an EP. And now, this is really cool. The Rolling Stones Some Girls, original press with shrink wrap and hop sticker. A 1976 original first press with red lettering. Original first press with red lettering and hop sticker, $65 start. Very nice copy. In shrink wrap and hop sticker, OG press. $65 start on that. Love and Rockets is a $15 start. Next is Pamela Yeager wants Emotional Rescue by the Stones. And Jane Smith's, a group called Smith, is VG Plus, $19.99. Great first crate. Took a den out of those. Those are still available. If anybody decides they want anything in there, just let me know. Let's go ahead and grab our next bin, which I'm just going to grab one. Let's see what's over here. They got us at least 5 or 6 crate of new vintage arrivals. 1978. Thank you. I was guessing. 1978. Yes. He actually didn't put a year on it. First press. I said 76. It is a 78. 78. Thank you, Craig. All right, next is Randy Newman, Good Old Boys, 1999. I was using my memory and I was wrong. Randy Newman, Good Old Boys, 1999. These are EX Plus to Near Mint Minus. David Sanborn is $9.99. David Sanborn, $9.99 for David Sanborn. And The Source, Michael Rosewoman Quartet, a 1984 Italian import, $19.99. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years, $14.99. Original inner sleeve, Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. This says Rashawn Roland Kirk. Roland Kirk, $19.99. Other Folks Music, $19.99. This looks like a Paul crate for sure. James Blood Ulmer, part-time. 1999, 1984 UK import, James Blood Ulmer, 1999, and Andrew Hill Trio, Invitation, $24.99 for Andrew Hill Trio, Invitation. Craig Thomas has this for $15, going twice, going 3 times. The 1978 OG first pressing of Rolling Stone Some Girls, shrink wrap and hop sticker, looking for a $65 start. If there's not a bid, he'll make it a buy it now. Billy Underwood gets the Roland Kirk. That's sold to Billy Underwood. Albert Collins Code Snap. This is in shrink wrap of hop sticker, $24.99. Albert Collins Code Snap, shrink wrap and hop sticker, $24.99. And Recarnation Mingus Dynasty. Recarnation Mingus Dynasty, a 1982 Italian pressing, $19.99 for Mingus Dynasty. Go with the Flow, Michael White's Magic Music Company. This is a 1974 U.S. Jazz Fusion album, $59.99. $59.99. Go with the Flow, Michael White, $59.99, 1974 U.S. Jazz Fusion. Also, Bill Evans, Piece, and Other Pieces, including 6 previously unreleased selections, $29.99. Love and Rockets is sold for $15 to Craig Thomas. If anybody wants the Rolling Stones, Some Girls, that's a $65 buy now. That has the shrink wrap, the hop sticker, and it's a first press from 1978 unedited cover. Shades of Deep Purple. That's cool. It's an extremely clean 1969 German pressing with that original cover. $49.99. That's really cool. Deep Purple fans, hope you have your eyes open. $49.99, 69 German pressing of that. All right, I've got a couple really cool things here. How about a rare bootleg, previously unreleased material from the Smiths? Check this out. $95 start. This is the Smiths, A Little Bit of Meat. And yes, that's a completely nude Marilyn Monroe on the cover. Rare, previously unreleased material from the Smiths, $95 start. And I'm assuming this is an unofficial. It would have to be. It definitely looks like one. $95 start for the Smiths, A Nice Bit of Meat. $95 start on that. This is a MoFi pressing of Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. This is a 2014 MoFi, low number 538, Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and that's a $95 start. $95 start for Judas Priest. Back up to the top, Christopher Morris, first on the Some Girls. That was a $65 buy now, Tanner. Next is Fred Carnell said crap, and then Mark Querum got Deep Purple. So unless that was a miscue from Fred, I don't know what happened there, but Deep Purple goes to Mark Querum. Chris Crowley was second. Jason Kane, I believe, was third. And looking for a $95 start on the Smiths and looking for a $95 start on either one of these, Judas Priest and the Smiths. MoFi, Judas Priest, MoFi, and the Smiths, $95 start. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. That is sealed, $34.99. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, $34.99. If I've missed any other comments, let me know. Weather Report, Heavy Weather, not wetter, weather, W-E-A-T-H-E-R. This is mint and pristine. This is a mint and pristine. Weather Report, Heavy Weather, $19.99 for Weather Report, Heavy Weather, $19.99. And the Allman Brothers Band, Cream of the Crop, 2003, Highlights 3LP, limited edition numbered record store day LP, sealed, $44.99. Mike Massey is at 100 on Smiths. Chad, if I take the Hard Stuff album from the first crate, could you ship with my Van Halen box? Van Halen boxes will be in this week, so yes, I can pull that for you. Hard Stuff, was that something in this first crate? Hard Stuff, Bolex Dementia, this right here. Sell this to Derek Clark. There is a blue million pre-orders coming in this week. Hope everybody's prepared and ready. A blue million. If you don't know what that numerical equivalates to, that's a lot. I want everybody to be well aware of all the pre-orders that are expected to be. All the Rocktober releases have street dates for this week. The Stone Temple Pilots, which there's now about 100 pre-orders. We have about 115 Van Halen boxes sold. I've already had 2 people cancel. I turned off comments on the post. No cancellations on the Van Halen box. If you pre-ordered it, please commit to pay for it. I turned off the comments. There were people canceling. I woke up and there was like 2 people already canceled. I turned off comments. If you've pre-ordered the Van Halen box set, we're expecting you to pay for it because it's extremely costly. When they shipped out 115 box sets, I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. So if you've pre-ordered it, we're going to invoice you for it. I've turned off comments. There's about 115, maybe 120 people now. Slow Train Coming, Bob Dylan, $29.99. This is in shrink wrap. Slow Train Coming, Bob Dylan, $29.99. Even if you're 107 on the pre-order, you're going to be getting one. Slow Train Coming. And also, I don't know if I have any extras, to be honest. I know everybody's getting one, but I'm going to have to figure it out tonight. There's been so many people pre-order one, cancel. Some people come back on the pre-order. Some people like, I don't know if I want one or not. Put me down as a, I've had 3 people say put me down as a maybe. I'm going to go ahead and bill those people. So make sure that if you've pre-ordered one with us, you know that they're coming in. Smokin' Willie, that is $54.99. That's a 1995 numbered reissue of a fuzzed out private press rocker album originally released in 1973. That sounds like something Paul would be into. Numbered with insert, hand numbered 107 to 375, and that is $54.99. Back up to the top, Mike Massey was at 100 on the Smiths. That was going twice, going 3 times to him, is the Andrew Hill claimed. Andrew Hill, to my knowledge, that is still available. David Hoy, it's still available for $24.99. Greg Rogers, one of the Allman Brothers price. Greg, that was sealed for $44.99. Sealed for $44.99. Let's see here. And we have Roger Ramjet wants the Allman Brothers. Let me make sure that Greg Rogers isn't one. If he passes, sell that to Roger Ramjet. All right, Smiths is sold to Mike Massey for $100. Thank you, Mike Massey. If anybody wants Judas Priest, this is a $95 buy it now. $95 buy it now. Yes, everybody's getting blue vinyl STP. Blue vinyl STP. Van Halen will be in this week. David Hoy gets AH. David Hoy gets AH. And that's Andrew Hill. Sell that to David Hoy. Greg passed on that. And John Leal wants JP. That's Judas Priest, MoFi. No bid. Surprisingly, $95 buy it now to John Leal. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone, near mint in shrink wrap, $19.99. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, near mint in shrink wrap, $19.99. And Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. Selling England by the Pound. Genesis, original inner sleeve on the Charisma label, $27.99. The Van Halen boxes are what? $134.99, I believe. They're $134.99. I'm going to try to have extras. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the master sheet tonight, and probably by tomorrow I can read it off and let everybody know who's getting one. The master sheet will be done by tomorrow. So you can tune in to Kiss Night tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We're going to have new vintage arrivals. We're going to have lots of new vinyl. And then we're going to have all the Kiss stuff just like last Tuesday, again tomorrow night. But I will probably have that master list ready, and then I'll see how many I have left and how many more I need to get. Because I know when people, there wasn't people around a couple months ago when they realized that album was coming out. So this is Birthday Party, The Bad Seed. I don't know a lot about this, but Paul has it in the bin of stuff we need to auction. This is going to be a $25 start. $25 start. This is The Bad Seed, The Birthday Party, The Bad Seed Birthday Party, $25 start, says October 82. I don't know a lot about that, but it's a $25 start. Let me grab another auction right quick. The next auction is another MoFi pressing. This is the Eagles. This is sealed, a one-step box. By the way, we have a ton of audiophile and sealed records. This is the Eagles Ultra Disc one-step Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. This is the Eagles Ultra Disc Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. That is a $195 start. Sealed MoFi Ultra Disc one step of the Eagles debut album. Nick Cave. I wanted to say that. I thought I saw the Bad Seed there, and that's what I thought. But I didn't see the word Nick Cave. I didn't want to assume any presumptions. But this is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. The label just says the Bad Seed. But that is $25 right now of Ryan Anderson. $25 of Ryan Anderson. And the sealed Eagles one step, $195 start. Number 1082. 1082. Numbered on the back. This is Genesis, Selling in England by the Pound, $27.99. Cat Mother. Cat Mother is a white label promo, $21.99. Cat Mother is a white label promo, $21.99. $21.99. Captain Beyond, Sufficiently Breathless, $29.99 for Captain Beyond, Sufficiently Breathless. 1973 Capricorn. It's his band before he went solo. The Bad Seed. There you have it. Thank you, Paul. That is now up for bid. $25 start. We have a bid now, 26. I like this album more than the first one. I like Sufficiently Breathless more than the first one. I used to have a ticker. When we first did all this new software design, we had a ticker running down here at the bottom. Of course, our logo's up here. We got that embedded. But we had a ticker down here, and we had stuff, and people hated it. They was like, Chad, if you don't take that stuff off, we're not watching anymore. We had riots, didn't we, Tanner? We had people, the night that I introduced all this new stuff, we had people message, make posts that I'm done. We're never watching again if you don't get all this stuff off the screen. So I was like, okay, I'll take it all off. But we used to have a ticker, like a news ticker at the bottom, and we had like information up here at the top about what we're doing. And I had a bunch of people riot. Like I thought it was the downfall of Coletco. So, but most people don't like change, right? So we just left the feed and the logo and took out the rest. So people do not like change. That's exactly right. Kevin Willis put BC and then CB. He wanted Captain Beyond. That's so did Kevin Willis. Fred Carnell is at 31 on Nick Cave. That's at 31 with Fred Carnell. Ryan Anderson, you're out. Soul Survivors. This is Soul Survivors, 1999 mono disc and stereo jacket. It has their hit song Expressway to Your Heart. 1999 Soul Survivor. 1999 When the Whistle Blows, Anything Goes with Soul Survivor. 1999. I may reintroduce the ticker. And then see how many people actually stop watching. The Who Are You? 1999. The Who Are You? 1999. The Who Are You? Something about tickers. People don't like tickers. Main Horse, 1999. What's the deal with tickers? Sounds like a Jerry Seinfeld joke. Main Horse, self-titled, 1971 Polydor. And we've had that before, 1999. I think it's like a bluesy, rocky type album. 1999, Main Horse. And Elektra June releases. This is an Elektra Records sampler. Aztec Two-Step, The New Seekers, Jabal, and David Ackles, and that is $14.99 white label promo, Elektra releases. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make the Eagles buy it now for $195. This is the Eagles Ultra Disc One Step, $195. $195. That's the Eagles One Step, $195. Weather Report, Sport and Life, that's in shrink wrap with hype sticker. Weather Report, Sport and Life in shrink wrap, $19.99. $19.99. And not to be denied, the road to the Boston Celtics, 15th NBA World Championship with the original insert, $17.99. This is a Boston Celtics record with a photo insert. Very cool. $17.99. Any Boston Celtics fan, $17.99. $17.99. Okay. Nick Cave is at 35, and then it was at 36. I don't think I've missed any claims in the meantime. This is the Far Cry. The Far Cry is $44.99. It's a great psych jazz rock album. There is some tape on the top seam, and there's some spine damage on the side. Far Cry. That's on Vanguard what's that label say? I can't read it. APO, is that another O? LIC. That is $44.99. Ryan Anderson's at 37 on the Seeds. Nick Cave, we'll call that Seed. And John Smetzer first on the Celtics. All right. We have Paul Butterfield Blues Band, $19.99 for the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. And Greg and Dwayne Allman. This is demo recordings from the 31st of February, $24.99. Pre-Allman Brother recordings, $24.99. Jake Bug live at Silver Platters, Seattle, Washington, January 20th, 2014. Sealed Record Store Day, $19.99. All right, so let me make sure I haven't missed any actual claims. 36 on, I'm going to call it Nick Cave. I've called it 4 different things. We'll call it Nick Cave, Seed, The Bad Seed, Nick Cave. Fred Carnell's at 36. Next is Ryan Anderson was at 37. John Smetzer got the Celtics record. Seed's at 38. Seed's at 39. Seed is at 40. We have Black Sheep. The choice is yours. Black Sheep is $24.99. Has shrink wrap and hype sticker. That's on the Mercury label. $24.99 on Black Sheep. And Cat Stevens, Tea for the Tillerman. Tea for the Tillerman is a 2011 200-gram reissue. Looks like it's an audio file pressing. It's pressed at QRP $99.99. Mark Querum wants Jake Bug Live. Sell that to Mark Querum. All right, I'm going to read through these titles. I'm not going to go over them in detail. Just one more time on the titles. If you have any questions on condition, let me know. We got a bid battle going on between Fred Carnell and Ryan Anderson, 40 and now 41. Our next auction is going to be Lydia Lunch in Limbo. 1985 UK red vinyl, Lydia Lunch in Limbo, limited edition red vinyl, $35 start. Lydia Lunch in Limbo. Another one that I can't tell you too much about. It's a $35 start though. Lydia Lunch in Limbo, red vinyl, $35 start. We have Randy Newman, Good Old Boys. If you need prices or information, let me know. David Sanborn, The Source, Michael Rosewoman Quartet. Paul Simon, Still Crazy After All These Years. James Blood Ulmer, Part-Time. Albert Collins, Code Snap, Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker. Recarnation, Mingus Dynasty. We have Go With The Flow, Michael Watts Magic Music Company. Bill Evans, Peace, and Other Pieces. The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. That's a sealed stereo remaster. Weather Report, Heavy Weather. Bob Dylan, Slow Train Coming, Near Mint, and Shrink Wrap. Smokin' Willie, George Thorogood, Shrink Wrap and Hop Sticker, or excuse me, Shrink Wrap and Near Mint, Bad to the Bone. Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. Cat Mother, Soul Survivors. The Who Are You? Main Horse, Electra June Release. That went dead. Interesting. All right, let me step over here while we're resetting because now 300 comments are going to come in saying there's no sound. So I'm going to take that opportunity to walk over here and grab a bottle of water. I came in, I walked in the store, I said hi to Paul, chatted for 2 minutes, and then went live. I have not even got a chance to go over here and grab my energy drink or do anything behind the counter. My backpack and all my stuff still laying on the counter. I came straight in and started selling, right, Tanner? All right. Y'all do a great job and let me know when my mic's out for sure. For sure. Sound, no sound. Sound cut out. Audio, no sound, no sound, no volume, no sound. Fred Carnell bid 42. Fred Carnell bid 42. So Ryan Anderson, you're out. George Thorogood is $19.99. I think it's time for a new crate. $19.99. Why were you late? I had a very important meeting. My day is always booked. All right. Ryan Anderson's at 46. Now 45, my bad. 45. All right, let's see what we have here in this new crate of vintage arrivals. Elvis Costello is sealed, $74.99. $74.99. Is this CDs or vinyl? Probably CDs, right? This box contains My Aim Is True. Once again, here, there's one of these box sets, and I don't know if it's albums or CDs. I don't think there's no way it's albums. It's not heavy enough. I think that's a CD box set. $74.99. It's sealed. Elvis Costello sealed CD box set with hop sticker. It was originally $37.88. You do inflation, about what it costs right now, $74.99. Ryan Anderson's back in on seed at 45. Jake Boderman says he'll take George Thorogood. This is sold to Jake Boderman. George Thorogood and Destroyers. That's sold to Jake Boderman. Let's go ahead and do a buy it now on Lydia Lunch in Limbo. If anybody wants it, it's a $35 buy it now for Lydia Lunch in Limbo. If anybody wants that, $35 buy it now. Red vinyl, limited edition. The Cave album, Nick Cave. The Seed, not The Cave, The Seed album. Ryan Anderson, $45. All right, we have Autumn Betts is going to take the Lydia for a $35 buy it now. And Elvis Costello sealed CD box set, $74.99. The Crusaders Chain Reaction, $14.99 for the Crusaders Chain Reaction. Youngbloods is $19.99. Youngbloods is $19.99. That's on the green Warner Brothers label. That's the Youngbloods, $19.99. Grand Funk Railroad Phoenix, also $19.99 for Grand Funk, gatefold pressing on that original label. By the way, the Seed album is at $45, and Fred Carnell, you're out. You're out. Sinatra 65 in shrink wrap. Sinatra 65 is $14.99 on the custom Sinatra label in mono and in shrink wrap. $14.99 on Frank Sinatra. Jetstream first on the Crusaders. That is sold to Jetstream. The Seed album's at $46. Steely Dan Countdown to Ecstasy, $34.99. Countdown to Ecstasy. Very clean looking vinyl. Steely Dan Countdown to Ecstasy. That is $34.99. $34.99. I'm going to grab a new auction in just a moment. David Sanborn, A Change of Heart. That's a sealed copy for $14.99. And Leo Kottke, Greenhouse. That's also in shrink wrap, $9.99. Frank Sinatra is sold to Jetstream, and the Cave album is now at $50. The Seed or the Cave album, whichever you prefer. Poco, Picking Up the Pieces, $9.99 for Poco. Picking Up the Pieces has a flip open cover, and I believe that is their first album, $9.99. Lydia Lunch is sealed, or sold, yes. The Crusaders, The Good and the Bad Times, sealed. Sealed Crusaders, $19.99. And Wet Willie Left Coast Live, that's also sealed, $24.99. Fred Carnell, you're out on Nick Cave. As soon as you bid, you might as well pay attention because there's a good chance you're going to get immediately outbid by Ryan Anderson. They are going right back and forth on that one. Lydia Lunch, here's another one, a 1988 German import. This time, if nobody wants to miss out on it, I would recommend bidding. Lydia Lunch, $25 start. 1313, I guess that's how you read that. This is a 1988 German pressing on white vinyl, $25 start on Lydia Lunch, $25 start. Rodney Dangerfield, I Don't Get No Respect. I don't think I've actually seen that exact cover before. $12.99. Rodney Dangerfield, I Don't Get No Respect, $12.99. Fred Carnell, you're out on Nick Cave. Final call, Ryan Anderson has it for $50. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Tarkus. Emerson, Lake and Palmer is Tarkus. That's $19.99. Shakedown first on Rodney Dangerfield. Shane Devers, you were second. Michael Jackson Thriller, $34.99. Looks like a pretty nice copy. Gatefold with the original inner sleeve, $34.99. Fred Wink first on Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Fred's out. So Nick Cave is sold to Ryan Anderson for $50. That's sold to Ryan Anderson for $50. Thank you for letting me know you're out. Lydia Lunch is a $25 start. Homeland Conspiracy on the Leo Kottke. That's sold to Homeland Conspiracy. And James Brown is $34.99. Once Upon a Time. Boy, I don't see that one too often. What an interesting cover for a James Brown record. It is a German pressing, $34.99. $34.99. So Fred Wink got Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Dan Alker, you're second. Lydia Lunch is at $25 with Fred Carnell. Kevin Boyer third on Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Colin Butler first on James Brown. We also have Whitney Houston. This is $34.99 for Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston self-titled, $34.99. Chris Bijak, you were third on Rodney Dangerfield, and Elvin Jones, The Impulse Years, a 1974 2LP compilation from Elvin Jones, $29.99. Autumn's at $27 on Lydia Lunch. Let me grab our next couple auctions. I have, let me pull them out of this crate. The Bangles Everything, a 1988 original Carrollton press, The Bangles Everything, $20 start. 1988, a little bit later in their discography in the 80s. Don't see this one as often on vinyl. Absolutely near mint minus vinyl and the original inner sleeve. The Bangles is a $20 start. Lydia Lunch is at $26, $27, and now $28. We got 4 different bidders on that, it looks like. Albert Collins, Frostbite, $19.99. There was an Albert Collins in the last crate. Blues Guitarist on the Alligator label, $19.99 on Albert Collins. And Cecil Taylor, Indent, $19.99. Chris Bijak's at $20 on the Bangles. Annie in Wonderland, Annie Haslam, $19.99. Annie Haslam, what an interesting cover on that one. 1977 Sire, $19.99. Edward Star Wars, you were second on the Bangles at $20. $9.99 for Peaches and Herb, $9.99 for Peaches and Herb, Black MCA Rainbow Label. Edwards at 23 on the Bengals. Roy Buchanan, Loading Zone, $19.99. Fred Carnell has Lydia Lunch. Autumn and Ryan, if you're done bidding, let me know. That's at $28. Now a final call on Lydia Lunch. Delbert McClinton, Plain from the Heart, Shrink Wrap, $9.99. Ryan's back in on Lydia Lunch at $30. And Tiny Alice shows you how to strike it rich in the music business. $14.99. Tiny Alice, $14.99. Fred's right back on Lydia Lunch at $31. And Gary Burton, this is Gary Burton, Steve Swallow, Roy Haynes, Tiger Okosh Gary. I think I'm Gary. Okay, that's where it restarts. Tiger Okosh. That is Gary Burton. Let's call that one Times Square. $9.99. Kevin Moore's at $25 on the Bengals. And the best of the band. The best of the band, $29.99. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second while I take a drink of water. Thank you for allowing me to take a break to drink water. We're in our third crate of new vintage arrivals. I've got 3 more after this, and I'm about to start showing a little bit of some books, Paul Price. Now, we do have putbacks tonight, so after I get through these vintage arrivals, as you can see, we're on a record fast pace again tonight. So after I go through all these ones, we got putbacks and non-payments. Tanner's about to start working on those. We've got about 4 or 5 crates of stuff that didn't get paid for, delinquent buyers, stuff people wanted to put back, etc., including auctions and stuff that didn't get paid. This is just going to be like half of them tonight. About a month ago, Doug sent out final warnings on like 4 full crates and said you had to pay by September 30th. All those people that didn't pay, we're going to check those tonight. We're going to cancel all those invoices and block all those people. Unfortunately, most of them were first-time people that bought something and then we never did hear back from them. So, but compared to as much as we sell, it seems like a lot, but it's actually just a small percentage. 99% of y'all pay and pay on time. I say this over and over. I know we have putbacks and everybody's like, pay for your records, people, but it's actually only a small percentage. I think y'all get more upset over putbacks and non-payments than we do. We obviously don't like them, but some people get really mad when they see people don't pay. And we obviously don't like it, but it's only a small percentage of people. I don't usually like to hound it too bad because most of y'all are very good at paying on time, right, Tanner? Very good customers, but there's also a couple of people who what's really odd is a couple people buy a few things and then they block us the same night. They're like, holy crap, what have I done? I've spent money that I don't have. And then they block us and we never can get a hold of them. So Lydia Lunch is at $35. So we have Bengals Everything. Bengals Everything, this is at $23 and then $25 and now $27. Bengals is near mint. Lydia Lunch is at $34 and $35. Next is Good and Dusty, the Young Bloods. This is a 1971 white label promo, $24.99. The Young Bloods, Good and Dusty, $24.99 white label promo in shrink wrap. We have Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill is $19.99. That's in shrink wrap for Cypress Hill. A 12-inch single, interesting. Cypress Hill, $19.95, 12-inch single, $19.99. And we have Casanova's Revenge, Banji Dance. That is $9.99. Casanova's Revenge, Banji Dance, $9.99. The Everly Brothers Reunion Concert, recorded live at the Albert Hall, September 23rd, 1983, $19.99. The Everly Brothers Reunion Concert, $19.99. So let me do a final call on these auctions. Fred Carnell's at $35 on Lydia Lunch. 1313 German import on white vinyl. Fred Carnell has that for $35. The Bengals is at $25, and then Edward Star Wars is at $27. That's where we was at on that. The Bengals is now at $28, and Chris Bijak's also at $28. Surrender, Diana Ross, $9.99 for Surrender, Diana Ross, $9.99. Surrender, Diana Ross, $9.99. Chick Corea, Circulus. Chick Corea is a Blue Note Jazz Classic Series, $36.99 for Chick Corea. That's on the Blue Note label, or the Blue Note Liberty label, $36.99. And we have Jay-Z Change the Game. Jay-Z is $9.99. The B-side says Dynasty. You, me, him, and her. And Jay-Z Change the Game. $9.99. Stray Cats Built for Speed. Stray Cats is $24.99. Built for Speed. $24.99. The Bengals is at $28. The Bengals is at $30. And Lydia Lunch is at $38. Stevie Wonder, Intervisions, $29.99. Original Motown, 1973, Gatefold, $29.99. Sean Fairweather, first on Jay-Z, and Stray Cats sold to John Leal. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other claims in there. I don't think I did. I don't think I have. No claims. Stevie Wonder, there's that again. Coco Taylor, I Got What It Takes, $29.99. Coco Taylor, I Got What It Takes. Alligator Label, $29.99. Troy Robinson wants Diana Ross. That's one we don't see as often. Sell that to Troy Robinson. And Bill Evans, The Second Trio, $29.99. Lydia Lunch is at $38 with B-sides. Going twice, going three times. And Edward Star Wars is at $30 on the Bengals. That's going twice, going three times. We're at $30 and we're at $28. Final call on those. Michael Nath gets the Coco Taylor. That's sold to Michael Nath. A Taste of Bluesway. This is a Bluesway sampler, $19.99. The Bluesway Blues Label sampler, $19.99. John Lee Hooker, B.B. King, Jimmy Witherspoon, Charles Brown, Jimmy Reed, Jimmy Rushing, etc., etc. Pacific Gas Electric, Are You Ready? $19.99 for Pacific Gas and Electric. Are You Ready? Fred Carnell's backing on Lydia Lunch at $39. The Blues Project, live at the Cafe A Go-Go, $19.99. The Blues Project, $19.99, live at the Cafe A Go-Go. Bengals is now sold to Edward Star Wars for $30. He gets the Bengals for $30. Lydia Lunch is at $39. We have John Mayall, New Year, brand new company. John Mayall, $24.99 for John Mayall. And the Association, $12.99 on the Association. $12.99. The Warner Brothers 7 Arts label. Tomorrow is new vintage arrivals, new vinyl, new auctions, and Kiss Night. I want to let everybody know it's Kiss Night, but also it's going to be like last week. We're going to be auctioning and selling Kiss stuff while we're showing new arrivals just like this. But if you're looking for Kiss merchandise and Kiss collectibles, there's going to be a whole nother slate of it tomorrow night. A whole nother slate of it tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, a show just like tonight. New vintage stuff, new arrivals. We'll probably have Pittsburgh stuff, bootlegs, autographs, other auctions. Very similar to like what we're doing tonight. On sale vintage, on sale new vinyl putbacks. And then Thursday is going to be Metal Night Part 3. Metal Night Part 3. We're accumulating them right now on the back. But yes, Thursday we're going to have a lot more metal records. Everything that hadn't sold, which it was incredible. Last Thursday we had 12 records left over. The whole show. Auctions, all the bins, everything we priced, there was 12 records left. That was an all-time. I've never had a show where literally almost everything has sold. 12 records left over from last Thursday. That's the demand for metal right now. It's absolutely incredible. Jetstream gets the Association. And we have Tom Jones, Delia. Tom Jones, $12.99 for Delia. $12.99. Steve Miller Band Anthology. $34.99 for Steve Miller Band Anthology. Delbert McClinton, The Jealous Kind. Delbert McClinton's in shrink wrap, $12.99. Frank and Moon Zappa, Valley Girl, $19.99 for Frank Zappa. And Neon, The Circle. The Circle, Neon, has a promo sticker on it. That is an original Columbia 2i label, $19.99. Lydia Lunch is sold to Fred Carnell for $39. I'm going to read the titles that's left in here. And then I have at least 2 more bins of new vintage stuff. No, there are no new vinyl tonight. No new vinyl. We have about a half of a crate behind the counter, but it's not ready. And plus, there's going to be so much come in this week. We're going to try to do, since we just have a little bit, whenever new vinyl all comes in, we'll do it all at the same time. Look, another Lydia Lunch. 1980 UK import. Birthday Party Lydia Lunch. Is it a double-sided or a split release? There's Lydia Lunch. And this is a $25 start. Lydia Lunch and Birthday Party, I think is what Paul has denoted on here. This is a $25 start. 16 minutes of sheer hell. November 1981, live venue. Drunk on the Pope's Blood, the Birthday Party. And Lydia Lunch, the Agony is the Ecstasy. There you have it. So we'll call that a split release, $25 start. Christopher Morris wants the Circle. That's sold to Christopher Morris. Zappa condition, original in sleeve. Zappa has no condition notes, EX Plus near mint minus. It has a generic wide inner sleeve, $19.99. $19.99. All right, let's go through this one more time. I'm just going to read titles. If you want prices, let me know. First is the Elvis Costello CD box set. I'm going to show that one more time. Sealed, 4-disc Elvis Costello CD box set, $74.99. I got 2 more crates of New Vintage Arrivals, some books, and then we'll go into some putbacks. The Youngbloods, also Grand Funk, Steely Dan, Countdown to Ecstasy, David Sanborn, Poco, Picking Up the Pieces, The Crusaders, The Good and Bad Times, Wet Willie, West Coast Live, Left Coast Live, Michael Jackson Thriller, $34.99, Whitney Houston, also $34.99, Elvin Jones, The Impulse Years, Albert Collins, Frostbite, Cecil Taylor, Annie and Wonderland, Annie Haslam, Peaches and Herb, Roy Buchanan, Loading Zone, Delbert McClinton, also Tiny Alice, Times Square, Gary Burton, The Best of the Band, Good and Dusty, The Youngbloods, White Label Promo. Cypress Hill is Illusions and California, also Illusion. So it's like 6 different versions of Illusions and 2 versions of California. $19.99 for Cypress Hill. Sell that to Shane Devers. Lydia Lunch is at $25.26 and now $35. $35 with Ryan Anderson. The Everly Brothers, Chick Corea, Stevie Wonder, Bill Evans, A Taste of Blues Way, Pacific Gas and Electric, The Blues Project, John Mayall, Tom Jones, Steve Miller Band, Delbert McClinton, and Frank and Moon Zappa. B-Sides is out on Lydia Lunch. High bid is $35. Fred Carnell, let me know if you want back in yourself. All right, let's go through this box. Looks like there's like 5 box sets in here. Let's see what we have. In here. Next is New Vintage Arrivals. I'm also going to go ahead and start pulling some stuff over here to auction. Let me see what I have right over here. Let's see here. Where's that Beatles bin at? Is this the yeah, this is the Beatles bin. I've had some Beatles records over here I've been meaning to pull in auction, including this one, With the Beatles. This is a 1968 German pressing of With the Beatles. $35 start, extremely nice vinyl. With the Beatles, extremely nice vinyl, EX Plus near mint minus, blue EMI Odeon label, very, very clean. $35 start on With the Beatles. $35 start on With the Beatles. The seam here needs to be re-glued. It's technically a defect, but that can actually be easily repaired and will not affect it whatsoever. If you ever have a seam that's unglued, that can be repaired and it'll look just like it did originally. $35 start on the 69 German pressing of With the Beatles. $35 start. Lydia Lunch is at $36 and now $37. Grover Washington Jr., All the King's Horses. $14.99 for Grover Washington Jr., All the King's Horses. This is Michael Bloomfield and Al Cooper. The Live Adventures of Mike Bloomfield and Al Cooper. $29.99 on the original Columbia 2i label. Hadn't seen a copy of that in a while. I'm going to show these at the same time. We got 2 Elvis box sets. Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1 and Worldwide Gold Hits Volume 2 Elvis box sets, $29 and $29.99. $29 and $29.99. That is a lot of Elvis hit songs. Both box sets. I think there's 3 LPs in both of them. 4 LPs. 4 LPs and photo insert. That also has the photo insert. So this is also complete. All 4 photos, or excuse me, all 4 LPs as well. Looks like Chris B. Jack wants Volume 2. If anybody wants Volume 1, let me know. It looks like Chris is going to get Volume 2. And before that, Michael Nath got the Michael Bloomfield. So Michael Nath got Bloom. Chris B. Jack got Volume 2. Volume 1 is still available. We also have another Elvis box set, the 50s Rock and Roll Music Collection, the Elvis Presley Collection, also $29.99. Another near mint Elvis Presley box set, $29.99. Lydia Lunch is now at $42, and we're looking for a $35 start on With the Beatles. Elton John, $21 at $33, a sealed copy. Does have a saw mark right there. $24.99 on Elton John. Michael Bloomfield, $19.99 on Michael Bloomfield on a very interesting Tacoma label, $19.99. Lydia Lunch is at $42. Ryan and Fred, you're both out. Quicksilver, Just for Love, no condition notes on these. Looks like they're all EX Plus Near Mint Minus. This has the hit song Fresh Air on it, $19.99. Michael Nath also getting this Bloomfield album. Sell that to Michael Nath. Bobby Bland and B.B. King together again live. Has a promo stamp on the back, $19.99. Bobby Bland and B.B. King. Roy Block, I've Got a Rock in My Sock, $14.99. Very interesting, $14.99. Fred Carnell put Q for Quicksilver. Michael Nath got Bobby Bland, so did Michael Nath. And there's Roy Block and Southside Johnny and the Jukes in the Heat, $9.99. All right, I'm going to make the Beatles a buy it now. If anybody wants this very nice, very cool copy of With the Beatles, $35 buy it now if anybody wants that. Ryan Anderson is back in on Lydia Lunch at $45. Michael Nath wants Southside Johnny. We have New Riders of the Purple Sage, $19.99. The best of the New Riders of the Purple Sage, $19.99 on that. And Country Joe and the Fish, Greatest Hits, $19.99. I'm going to step behind the counter and grab some of our new auctions. Is everybody sure you don't want in on that Beatles LP? Let me grab a couple. Here's a Kiss 45. I know they'll be interested in that. I could save that for tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and do it now. I think here's some supplies also, and I'll come back and grab this. I'll grab the rest of this crate in just a second. I'm also going to do an audiophile crate on sale. Remind me to do that. I'm going to go through our audiophile crate. It is once again overflowing. I'm going to do all of our audiophile records 25% off tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and clear that out on sale in preparation for the audiophile auction we're going to have coming up. So first, I've got Big Fudge white paper inner sleeves. This is a pack of 50 for 12-inch LPs. White paper inner sleeves, a pack of 50, $19.99. A pack of 50 Big Fudge white paper inner sleeves, $19.99 if anybody needs those. And these are 3 mil. This is a pack of 3 mil. If you want this, do 3 mil. 3 mil pack of 50. 3 mil pack of 50, $19.99. So 3 mil is a much thicker quality vinyl style. 3 mil is about, I guess, well, a whole meal to step up from what we normally use. That is $19.99. $19.99. Also, we have resealable. These are resealables. This is protective outer sleeves with resealable tape strip, $19.99. So this is a pack of 50 3 mil resealable. So if you want one of these to say resealable, and that's a pack of 50, and those have a resealable strip, peel it off, strip it down, and then you can open it back up. So that's resealables. I got 5 packs of resealables. I've got 2 packs of just standard 3 mils. All right, let me get back up to the top and see what else we did. Lydia Lunch was at 45. Michael Nath got Southside Johnny. Fred Carnell got Country Joe. That's so to Fred Carnell. Lydia Lunch was at 41, but we was already at 45. Can you do an audiophile sale tonight, please? I can do an audio sale discount sale, yes. Autumn Betts is at 47 with Lydia Lunch. Christopher Morris wants a pack of 3 mil. I'm assuming he wants no resealable on that, so sell this to Christopher Morris. Fred Wink, you got the Country Joe. Eddie Purser wants 3 mil resealable. Yep, 3 mil resealable here. That's so to Eddie Purser. Eric Fisher wants 1 pack of non-resealable. 1 pack of non-resealable here to Eric Fisher. Lydia Lunch is at 55. Stacy Metternich wants a pack of resealables, and so does Troy Robinson. So that pack there is Eric Fisher's. This is Stacy Metternich, and this is Troy Robinson. So I have 2 packs of resealables left, and I still have the paper innards. Lydia Lunch is at $55. Back to the bin. Harry Nilsson, Schmilson, $17.99. There is some cover damage. We'll call it a VG or VG minus, $17.99. The Argent Anthology, Greatest Hits, featuring Hold Your Head Up. Looks like there's some cover damage down there. $17.99. And Art Blakey, Clifford Brown, Todd Dameron, Miles Davis, Milt Jackson. It keeps going and going. Thelonious Monk, $34.99. 25 years Blue Note anniversary album, Modern Jazz Series. All right, Chris Frazier wants a pack of resealables. Sell that to Chris Frazier. And next comment was Fred Wink on Harry Nilsson. We'll sell that to Fred Wink. Henry Pardides wants a pack of paper inners. Paper inners. That is sold to Henry Pardides. Next is Henry's Choice wants a pack of 3 meal resealables. That was the last pack. I definitely got to get more now, so if anybody wants on a waiting list, let me know. That's so to Henry's Choice. Toby Graham wants the AB. I'm assuming that was the Art Blakey Blue Note record, right, Toby Graham? I'm going to sell that to you. All right, we have Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You, $15 start. Kiss, I Was Made for Loving You. B-side is Hard Times. The vinyl is your typical EX Plus, near mint minus, very nice Japanese wax in a new Japanese inner sleeve there. $15 start on this. There's the original inner sleeve and then the actual picture sleeve. There is a little bit of damage to it. You can see a little bit of staining and discoloration right here. This is in about VG or VG minus condition, the actual picture insert. The vinyl's extremely nice. That's now up for bid. You really can't tell it until you really start looking at it, if that makes sense. It took me an examination to realize that was actually on there. Kiss is at 15, now 20. Lydia Lunch. Lydia Lunch is at 55 of Ryan Anderson. 55 of Ryan Anderson. And I think everybody's out. Chris Frazier's at 20 on Kiss. Back to the bin. Grover Washington Jr., the best is yet to come. $14.99 on Grover Washington Jr. Zephyr, going back to Colorado. Zephyr is $24.99. And Ben Webster and Sweet Edison, Coleman Hawkins and Clark Terry, $19.99. Mr. Webb, Mr. Flute, or excuse me, Art Webb, Mr. Flute, $19.99. We also have the Rascal C in shrink wrap, $14.99. The Rascal C in shrink wrap, $14.99. Jamie, if it's okay, I'm going to order more of those resealable bags because I was going to open a pack to see what they look like myself. So definitely more is on the way. So if you want on a waiting list, I'll put you down. Those will be in this week. It's Monday. We're expecting a lot of deliveries. The Elvis Presley Story, Authentic Golden Treasury Collector's Edition box set, $29.99. Another Elvis box set. And guess what? We have another Elvis box set, the Legendary Recordings of Elvis Presley, $39.99. The Legendary Recordings of Elvis Presley and Elvis Great Moments in Music. These all have different jackets, Precious Memories, Encore of Golden Performances. Memories are made of this, Elvis, his country music roots, and that is $39.99 for that one. Also, Straub's Burning for You. Look at that cover. I always thought that was a very cool cover. Straub's Burning for You, $14.99. All right, Lydia Lunch is sold for $55 to Ryan Anderson. Kiss is sold for $20 to Chris Frazier. Next is the Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls, a 1984 12-inch single. This is a $15 start. Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls. The actual sleeve is in shrink wrap, just a generic inner sleeve that it came with. The B-side is One More Chance. Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls, 12-inch single, $15 start. Greg Rogers gets the Straubs. Put Jamie Butler down on a pack of vinyl-style resealable sleeves. I will get you a pack. If anybody else wants a pack, let me know. Josie Singbell, let me know which Elvis box. There's actually 4 in here. There is Legendary Recordings. We'll call this the Elvis Presley Story. So Legendary Recordings, Elvis Presley Story, and we have 50s Rock and Roll and Gold Award Hits Volume 1. All right, and go with the Ventures, $9.99, $9.99. Jamie, we'll get to that. Usually Mondays are hectic. If you've noticed, there's probably been about 20 people hop on and ask for questions or say, can you please check messages? I sent a message. I want to let everybody know that we get messages on Monday unlike anything you've ever seen because we just sent out a lot of invoices. Hundreds of invoices went out today, and there's always a little tweak on one. If one needs a tweak, that means probably somebody else's needs a tweak, and we do all this by hand, and we tag everything by hand. So Monday, our inbox is swamped, and Tanner does all that. So for anybody that's watching, anytime in the future, just send us a message. You can definitely hop on here and say, Chad, I sent you a message. That's okay. Or you can even post the message here, but I won't be able to answer it. Make sure you've actually sent that to our Facebook Messenger inbox, or you've sent us an email, and it's going to take us 24 to 72 hours, and we'll get it fixed, I promise. But we do hundreds of invoices on Monday. We do all this by hand, all this tagging, it's all keyed in, and we have to do corrections on Monday. So For anybody that's new or anybody that hasn't heard that before, just make sure you send us a message. I cannot answer or fix anything right here. Impossible. I am here to sell records right now, which is what I'm going to continue doing. Canned Heat live at the Topagana Corral. I think I butchered that again. $14.99. Canned Heat, $14.99. If you've messaged our page, that's the basic instructions. If you've sent us a message, you're golden. You have nothing to worry about from there on out. And you may even hop on here, and I've said it before, I'm not being rude. I just cannot physically correct your invoice right now. I cannot personally do that. We will get it done, though. Bruce Springsteen, live, 1975 to 1985. This is the sealed vinyl box set. This is the vinyl box set that's sealed with hop sticker, sealed vinyl box set from Bruce Springsteen. We're going to start this at $1, $1, 1 USD, 1 United States dollar, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, $1 is the starting bid. It is sealed. It's never been opened. This is the 5 LP box set from Bruce Springsteen, live, 75 to 85, sealed with hop sticker. It's up for bid. $1 starting bid. That is now up for auction. Okay, Josie's going to let us know which Elvis box set she wanted. That was the last comment. Pet Shop Boys was 15. Pet Shop Boys 18. She wants the last one. Josie gets this box set right here. Sold out to Josie. Next is Michael Nath, got Canned Heat. Bruce Springsteen is at $1, $1, $5, $4, $10, 20, 25, 110, 2, and we have 15, 10, 10, 11. Lots of bids. Bo Cup of Blues, $24.99 for Ringo Starr. Bo Cup of Blues, very clean, very nice apple pressing. Gatefold, $24.99 on that. And the Early Beatles, $49.99. The Early Beatles, this is actually a mono pressing, very clean, an original mono pressing of the Beatles. It does have a punch hole, $49.99. We also had more new customers this week than ever before. That's because of Kiss Night, and that was because of Metal Night. We had 2 big new type events this week, and we had more new customers, which is also very time consuming because those people, we have to get their information. Some people don't know what to do. They bought something, but they don't know how to get it, and I try to remind everybody as many times as possible. So that's also very time consuming. But I think we had more individual invoices this week than ever before. So I was doing the manual calculations last night, and I saw more customers in quantity than ever before. So thanks everybody as always. Thanks everybody as always. We will eventually correct your invoice. It's a small but mighty operation here. Small but mighty operation here. We'll eventually get to you. Bruce Springsteen was at 30. Pet Shop Boys was at 20. Bruce Springsteen 30. Bruce Springsteen 35. Chris B. Jack got the Beatles. Pet Shop Boys was at 22. 22 with Chris Frazier. And we have Mike Bloomfield, I'm Cutting Out. Mike Bloomfield, 1999, I'm Cutting Out. This looks like some kind of newer record. I don't know. It's from Sundays. Must be... I don't know, it's Michael Bloomfield, though, 1999. Bruce Springsteen's at 40 with Michael Nath. And we have Grover Washington Jr. Soul Box, Fiji Plus, $9.99. Grover Washington Jr. Soul Box. Rush, All the World's a Stage, $49.99. No condition notes on the vinyl. Extremely nice. About a solid VG Plus cover, $49.99. Fleetwood Mac Live, $34.99. 1980 Live Fleetwood Mac, original inner sleeve, $34.99. Pet Shop Boys 24. Michael Nath wants the Michael Bloomfield. We have Kevin Willis is out on Bruce Springsteen. Jetstream wants GW. Grover Washington. Bruce Springsteen 41. Michael Nath got Fleetwood Mac. So update on these auctions. Chris just sat out on Pet Shop Boys. Craig Weatherford has that for $24. Going once, going twice. The Bruce Springsteen box is at 41 with Craig Sweden. Sealed with hop sticker. There is a tear in the shrink right here. It runs right up here to about the top of his Telecaster, and it kind of opens up to about right there. There is a tear in the shrink, and that is now up for auction. $41 with Craig. Michael Nath had Fleetwood Mac. Chris and Troy, you were second. That was a great crate. If we wipe out these other Elvis box sets, there won't be much left in here. Let's go through these one more time. I'm just going to read titles. If you need more information, let me know. Grover Washington Jr., All the King's Horses. Elvis Worldwide Hits Volume 1. That's a 3 or 4 LP box set with the photo insert. The 50s Rockabilly Music Collection, Elvis Presley. Also, Elton John, 21 at 33. Roy Block, The New Riders of the Purple Sage. The Argent Anthology. Grover Washington Jr. Zephyr, going back to Colorado. Coleman Hawkins and Clark Terry. Art Webb, Mr. Flute. And The Rascal C is in shrink wrap. Next is Bruce Springsteen's at 45. Peter also bid 40. And review the other box sets. This is Elvis Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1. I believe it's a 4 LP box. It's a 4 LP box, all in the original sleeves, and it includes the original photo insert. And that's Heartbreak Hotel, Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog, Hard-Headed Woman, everything through 1960. Early classic stuff there, $29.99. 50 tracks. Also goes through 1970. That was just side one of the box. Here's the rest of the songs. 50 tracks, $29.99. Kentucky Rain, You're the Devil in Disguise, Little Sister, Can't Help Falling in Love, Return to Sender, Kissing Cousins, Viva Las Vegas, In the Ghetto, Suspicious Minds. Boy, this is a great box. $29.99. That's Worldwide Gold Hits. 4 LP with the photo insert. And this is the 50s Rock and Roll Music Collection, the Elvis Presley Collection from Candlelight. This looks like another 4 LP box. This is a book, and this is also $29.99. This is also $29.99. Pictures and information in there about Elvis. All right, Josie, let me know if you want either two of those. Josie asked, so she has dibs on either two of those. Joe Sloop wants a Zephyr Price. Zephyr was right here. Zephyr, Joe Sloop, that was $24.99. Going back to Colorado, Zephyr, $24.99. Has the original company inner sleeve. Bruce Springsteen's at 45. Joe Locke, actually Josie wants both. Joe, you claim this one, but Josie had dibs, so Josie gets both of those. And let's go ahead and end Pet Shop Boys. We can go ahead and sell Pet Shop Boys to Craig Weatherford for $24. Joe Sloop says he'll take the Zephyr record. Is that what you asked about, Joe? He did. Joe Sloop asked about that. Now, Bruce Springsteen, let's see, 45. Michael Nath was already in at 45. Michael Nath has the high bid at $45. Peter just bid 45. Michael was already in at 45. That's a sealed Bruce Springsteen box set. Coleman Hawkins and Clark Terry. Also, Art Webb, Mr. Flute, and the Rascals. There's another Elvis box, the Elvis Presley Story, an official commemorative treasury featuring the complete collection of original RCA Golden Hit recordings of the 50s, 60s, and 70s by Elvis. All the historic recordings of the king that made music history. $29.99. It's in a slipcase. It opens up like this, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 LPs. That is 6 LPs of Elvis music, $29.99. Bruce Springsteen's at 48. Go with the Ventures, $9.99. Ringo Starr still available, and Rush is still available. Let's go through another crate of new arrivals. I'm going to mute my mic while I'm doing that and drink some water. I definitely need it. And we're going to start going through putbacks after this. What was the Art Blakey? The Art Blakey has already sold. There was an Art Webb, Mr. Flute, but there is no Art Blakey left. There was one earlier, but it's already sold. Josie's going to get that last box. Josie's going to end up getting all 4 of the Elvis box sets. Josie, you're going to be listening to a lot of great Elvis music. That's probably, that's like hours of Elvis music. 4 box sets, let's see, 4, 8, 12. I think you just got like 17 LPs of Elvis music there. All right, let's see what's in this crate of new vintage arrivals. I think this might be, I don't know who priced these. It's check condition. Looks like pretty good titles as usual. Bruce Springsteen, Peter's at 45. Michael Nath, you're out. I need to get a new auction started. Let's do that right now. I put up one Beatles record and no claims on that. I'll show it again. So let me start another one. This is a Japanese pressing of the Beatles live at the Star Club, Germany. Star Club, Hamburg, Germany. Japanese pressing. The Beatles live at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany, 1962. $1 start. $1 USD. $1. 4 quarters. One more time. $1 start. The Beatles live at the Star Club. Near mint, minus, and pristine Japanese vinyl. There was the book. There was the cover with the obi. Very nice copy. The Beatles live, 1962. $1 start. That's up for bid. New vintage arrivals. I've also got new books. Let me clear off some no bids over here. If anybody wants the Beatles, put with the Beatles, $35 buy it now, a 69 German pressing. I put that up for auction. We originally had it priced for $50. Surprised no one took that for $35. It's still available. I got an Eagles Mo-Fi one-step mobile fidelity sound lab, numbered 1082 of 7500, $195 buy it now, $195 buy it now, and this Blind Faith bootleg, the Blind Faith bootleg was a $45 buy it now. That's the only 3 auctions that have not sold tonight. And I still got 1 pack of white inner sleeves. Well, I've got those over here. A pack of white paper inner sleeves, pack of 50, $19.99. That's my last pack, and I definitely need to order some more of those. So Paul's got us like a whole crate of books here. I'm going to go ahead and grab 1, 2, and 3 here, and well, 4, but they're thick. They're big books. These are all books. They all ship with your records, just like anything else. I've looked through this before. It's very cool. 1,000 record covers, $14.99. Very cool book, 1,000 record covers. I've looked at these. I think there's a couple different books like this, but this one's really cool. 1,000 record covers, $14.99. 1,000 record covers. Also, Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen, $19.99. Hardback book, Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Biography, $19.99. $19.99. The Music Lover's Guide to Record Collecting. The Music Lover's Guide to Record Collecting, $9.99. The Music Lover's Guide to Record Collecting. That is $9.99. Also, the what is this? The Trouser Press Guide. The Trouser Press Guide to 90s Rock, $9.99. The Trousers Press Guide to 90s Rock. The all-new 5th edition of the Trousers Press Guide, Record Guide to 90s Rock. That's interesting. $9.99. Okay, back up to the top. We have Michael Knapp. He was at 50 on the Bruce Springsteen box. The Beatles was at 5, 10, 15. The Eagles will not be 25% off. No, that's new from a collection. The 25% off is going to be old stock. Stacy Metternich wants 1,000 record covers. 1,000 record covers to Stacy Metternich. Dan Ray's at 17 on the Beatles. Edward was 17 on the covers. Howie's at 20 on the Beatles. Cynthia Herdren wants collecting. That was this right here, the Music Lover's Guide to Record Collecting. That's sold to Cynthia Herdren. Edward Star Wars wants the 90s book. Dan Ray's at 25 on the Beatles. Okay, so final call. Peter Policino, you are the only bidder. Let me know if you want back in on the sealed Bruce box. The high bid is $50 to Michael Knapp. Final call. And Dan Ray has the Japanese Beetle at 25. That's Star Club, Japanese pressing. Final call, or not a final call. That's the only book that's still left. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Well, that's a nice car. You see the flip over the rest of it. Wow. $19.99. $19.99, Born to Run. Okay, so new vintage arrivals. I'm going to go through a few, then I'm going to go ahead and show some more books. Foreigner, Agent Provocateur, EX condition, $17.99. Foreigner, I want to know what love is. EX condition, $17.99. Final call on Bruce Springsteen. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, VG condition, $9.99. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, and Jethro Tull's Aqualung, a VG condition, $9.99. I believe that's the original label. GC Colleton says he'll take the Foreigner. That's so did GC, and the Allman Brothers and Light and Rogues EX, $22.99. in Light and Rogues of Allman Brothers. Also, a final call on the Beatles, $25. A final call on the Beatles Star Club as well. Let me see what I can grab with one handful here of new books. Man, we got so many books and CDs. I talk about how many records we have in the back. We have a library in the back, right, Tanner? There are so many tubs of books. It's unbelievable. I need to go back there and take a picture of them and post them. I'm talking thousands of books and thousands of CDs. It is incredible. Eric Clapton, The Complete Recordings, 1963 to 1995, $11.99. $11.99. What do we have here? A business card, Barnes & Noble. A Barnes & Noble business card. Don't see that every day. $11.99. Eric Clapton, The Complete Recording Sessions. Darker Blues, Fat Possum Records. I think this is what Paul was telling me about. Yeah. This is a 2003 limited edition, includes 2 CDs, a comic, and the original shrink wrap, Darker Blues, R.L. Burnside, $34.99. Very cool. Yeah, there's the comic and CD. Very, very cool. That's sold to Michael Nath. Let's go ahead and wrap up these auctions. First, the Beatles. Dan Ray gets the Beatles at the Star Club for $25, Tanner. And Bruce Springsteen is sold to Michael Nath, the Bruce Springsteen sealed box to Michael Nath for $50. We have John Lennon, A Photographic History of John Lennon Commemorative Tribute, $14.99, hardback book. Very nice. Lots of pictures and information there. John Lennon, $14.99. Goldmine 1998 Annual with Jerry Garcia on the front cover, $14.99. Jerry Garcia, Goldmine 1998 Annual. The standard reference for music collectors with Jerry Garcia cover, $14.99. Blue Cheer, Vincebus Eruptum, EX condition. Wow, one that's once again actually higher grade, $41.99. Blue Cheer, $41.99. And Boston, their self-titled album, EX condition, $31.99. Original label, OG Press of Boston, one of the better, best, great debut albums of all time. Tanner is prepping, as we're speaking, Tanner is prepping the putbacks. I'm going to go ahead and grab some stuff here. There's some auctions in the putback too. Tanner, if you find anything worth auctioning, hand it to me, because I'm over here digging through the auction bin right now. And I'm going to grab some more stuff out of the Beatles bin, and I have some other stuff back here as well. So first, this is actually a bootleg copy of Let It Be. There for a while, I think in the early 70s, this album wasn't being pressed, and there was actually a little bit of a demand for it, and people started bootlegging it. And this was the Beatles' Let It Be. This is actually an unauthorized version. It looks and sounds just like the original. It even has the red Apple label. This is now up for bid for a $15 start. The Beatles' Let It Be, and that's a vintage bootleg, unauthorized pressing of that. $15 start on that. It's darker, and back to the bin. Let me show a few more records, and I'll do a few more books. Wow, The Last Poets, VG condition, $9.99. The Last Poets, VG condition, $9.99. The Last Poets. We don't get that too often. John Hammond, that's EX, $36.99. $36.99, 1963 stereo in shrink wrap. John Hammond, I think that's his debut album, in shrink wrap from '63, EX condition, $36.99. And the Blues Project Projections, EX condition, $16.99. The Blues Project Projections, EX condition, $16.99. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Move It On Over, EX condition, $17.99. In shrink wrap, George Thorogood and Destroyers. We have the Rolling Stone Record Guide, reviews and ratings of almost 10,000 currently available rock, pop, soul, country, blues, jazz, and gospel albums from 1979. The Rolling Stone Record Guide, that's $9.99. Bruce Springsteen Vault, an illustrated biography. Bruce Springsteen Vault, $16.99. I bet that's got some interesting stuff. Yeah, is that one of these books that have like inserts you can pull out, like little replicas? Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking book. Has a poster, concert ad. That's the Bruce Springsteen Vault, $16.99, hardback book. And a Paul McCartney World Tour book, a 1989 World Tour Paul McCartney book, $14.99. Very interesting. World Tour Paul McCartney book from 1989, and that is $14.99. $14.99 on that. Ken's at $15 on the Beatles, going once, going twice. Jerry Reed, EX condition, $12.99. Foreigner 4 is VG Plus, $9.99. Foreigner 4, VG Plus, $9.99. Jazz Samba, Stan Getz and Charlie Bird. This is EX on the vinyl, $26.99. EX, $26.99. Edward Star Wars wants the Bruce Springsteen book. That's the Bruce Springsteen Vault. Sell that to Edward Star Wars. Dan Ray wants Foreigner 4. Final call on the Beatles for $15. The Doors, Morrison Hotel, VG Plus, $21.99. Red Electro label, Morrison Hotel. Does have a clip corner. VG Plus condition, $24.99. The Doors, Morrison Hotel. Eric Clapton, Backless, VG Plus, $26.99. Paul likes the way you say Stan Getz. Stan Getz. I think I say it different every time I show it, because that's one I just can't get my brain. Whatever way it's right, I'm not going to say it. I usually go Stan Getz. All right, let's sell the Beatles for $15. And Tanner, that was to Ken Highstand for $15. How about John Lennon Plastic Ono Band? This is an original Apple pressing with the original inner sleeve, EX Plus to Near Mint Minus vinyl, OG pressing of John Lennon Plastic Ono Band. $15 start on that. $15 start on John Lennon. The Standales Dirty Water VG Plus $49.99. A 1966 mono Scranton press VG Plus $49.99. $49.99. That's a 66 mono Scranton press. The Fatback Band, that's a 73 US press VG minus $14.99. People Music, the Fatback Band on the Perception label, VG minus $14.99. Peanut Butter Conspiracy for children of all ages in shrink wrap EX condition, $36.99. That's the Peanut Butter Conspiracy in shrink wrap EX condition, $36.99. And we have Bedlam. That's a wild looking cover with promo insert. Cozy Powell on drums, EX $31.99. This is definitely a Paul crate. I can recognize his handwriting now with that one. With promo insert, Cozy Powell on drums, EX $31.99. Human League Dare, EX condition, $21.99 for the Human League Dare. Let me show a few more books over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 books here. Another Bruce Springsteen hardback book. This is Bruce Springsteen Songs. Bruce Springsteen Songs, $29.99. A collection of songs, the artist comments, and a photo history of documents. Bruce Springsteen's 25 years as a songwriter. Nice hardback book. That is $29.99. Bruce Springsteen Songs. The Rolling Stones in Concert. This is a vintage hardback book, $9.99. There is a tear on the dust jacket. The Rolling Stones in Concert, $9.99. And I believe this is from, let's see here. When is this from? It's got to be, it looks like late 70s, early 80s, just by the initial glance. I was looking for a copyright page. Could it possibly be a book was made without a copyright page? $9.99. It looks like this one possibly had been. Let's see here. I can't find a year. Printed in Spain. I can't find a year on it. But you can tell from the look of it and the pictures, I'm thinking late 70s or maybe even, yeah. That's my guess. Okay, the Beatles, the fabulous story of John, Paul, George, and Ringo. That's $9.99. The Beatles. And the Harmony Illustrated Encyclopedia of Rock, 5th edition. The Harmony Illustrated Encyclopedia of Rock. That's $14.99. And boy, that's got a lot of information as well in it. I saw Dolly. Lots of albums, information. There's Led Zeppelin, Brenda Lee, Japan, Merle Haggard, Roberta Flack, etc. Okay, back at the top. Derek Clark wants the Bedlam record with Cozy Powell. That's sold to Derek Clark. Edward Star Wars gets the Bruce Springsteen Songs book. That's sold to Edward Star Wars. Ryan Anderson's at 15 on John Lennon, going twice, going 3 times. Michael Nath, you were second on the Bruce Springsteen box. And Pamela gets the Rolling Stones book. That's sold to Pamela Yeager. Okay, next, finishing the crate out right quick. Canned Heat Cookbook, The Best of Canned Heat. VG Plus $14.99. Chick Corea, The Leprechaun. EX condition on Chick Corea, $17.99. Chick Corea. Fresh Cream, don't see that one as often. It is a 77 reissue. That's Cream's debut album. VG Plus $19.99. VG Plus $19.99. And Clear Light Mono. Paul has put great album. Clear Light. EX $49.99 on the Electra label, Clear Light. They even get their own little custom logo on there. Henry's Choice is at 16 on John Lennon. Edward Star Wars wants the Rick book, the Rock book, this one right here. I think that's what Edward wants. Sell that to Edward. Fred Carnell gets CH. CH is Canned Heat. That's sold to Fred Wink. Ryan Anderson, you're out on John Lennon. Henry's Choice is bid 16. Todd Tipton gets Cream. And I think Carlene wanted the Rock book as well. Is that right? I think she put Rocks. I'm assuming that was for the Harmony Illustrated Encyclopedia of Rock, but I think that's what Edward Star Wars wanted. Douglas 9, that's the label. This is Mahavishnu John McLaughlin. VG condition, $9.99. And Tater Tots, Unfinished Music Volume 3, Alien Sleet Stacks from Brazil. Got some interesting cover art going on there. VG Plus $19.99. So Ryan's out on this. Henry's Choice. It looks like you may get it for $16. Final call on that. Let me show a few more books, and then I'm going to do a very quick recap of that, and then we'll bring up the first bin of new vintage or putbacks. Oh man, I've seen this book before. I almost bought this in Books A Million one day. I'll show it last. Let me show two other ones first. This is the Beatles, the illustrated biography, $9.99. The Beatles illustrated biography, little softback photo book there. Bruce Springsteen, there's another book just like the Rolling Stones, probably from the early 80s, also $9.99. A Day to Remember, August 11th, 1985. Love You, Daddy. That must have been a birthday or a Christmas or a birthday gift to somebody. Bruce Springsteen, $9.99. That's a vintage book, and this is a really cool book. $34.99. $34.99. Dust and Grooves, Adventures in Record Collecting. And this is a book of all these people's record collections from all over the world. It's pretty incredible to look at some of the collections people have. Let me see if I can find one of those just super big. Some of these people have room after room, just like collections we go and buy. But it also shows other information and people's stories about record collecting. It's a really cool book. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those 45s that guy has. We've went and bought collections like that. It's just amazing. He's holding up a Japanese, what is he holding up there? That's a Japanese Stones? No, who is that? Stop the Music? I don't know who that is. Yeah. Yeah, look at those 70. I think that guy just passed away, actually. Joe Bussard. He had the biggest and rare 78. I think he just passed away, actually. Not this year. He had the most extensive 78 collection. Just incredible. There's some people who have warehouses full of records. So that's a very cool book. Sometimes we go in like Barnes & Noble and Books A Million and use it for a library. I think I looked through that book for about an hour one day and read a lot of it while I was drinking coffee. I think I took my mom Christmas shopping. I was like, all right, go Christmas shopping. I'll hang out at Books A Million. So that was a really cool book. I think Stacy got it. But back up to the top, John Lennon was at 17. Henry's Choice, You're Out. Stacy Metternich got the book. Henry's Choice is at 18. And Angela wants Angela 3. Angela, if you're a first-time buyer, thank you and welcome. Thank you and welcome. You get the tater tots. If you're a first-time buyer, we're going to share you a link to our website right now. Henry's Choice is at 18 on John Lennon. A few more live streams. I'll need a warehouse. Yeah. There's some people, like, I'll have a lot of people be like, Chad, my living room's getting full. And I'm like, living room? There's some people who literally have an entire addition to their house added on to store all their records in. It takes up a lot of space. Angela Leckington. That's Angela Leckington. Got it. Hot Wax. Here's a bootleg guide. Wow, that's cool. A bootleg guide, $14.99. I might need to keep that as a reference. Hot Wax book number 9. This is $14.99. $14.99. Hot Wax guide. Hot Wax, and this is a guide for vintage bootlegs. $14.99. And Uncle John's Bathroom Reader Plunges into Music. $9.99. The Sound of Music. Hits of a 70s quiz. All kinds of information there. Looks like about music. Pamela Yeager gets the bootleg. Scotty Hopps is at 20 on the John Lennon. I'm going to do a quick recap of this, and then we've got some of our first putbacks to go through. First, we have Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. VG for $9.99. What was the Harry Potter thing? Let me know where you see that at. I don't see a Harry Potter record. Oh, there was one from the last crate, or the first crate, which I never did go through. This was the complete Harry Potter film music collection. 3LP, City of Prague, $59.99. $59.99 on that. Harry Potter film music collection. Pamela got the bootleg book. Greg Rogers wants UJ. What was UJ? Uncle John's. This is sold to Greg Rogers. So those books are sold and sold. Queens of Stone Age Songs for the Deaf. Possibly. Let me think about where those are at. That might be in this other crate as well. Possibly. Actually, it could be right here. Songs for the Deaf. Right here. $49.99. This is Jason Dobbs if you want it. Yeah, where was we at on this? Henry's Choice. Let me know if you want back in on John Lennon. He wants back in. He's at 21. Here's what's left in here. Jason Dobb gets Queens of the Stone Age. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. We have Jethro Tull Aqualung. If you want any prices or condition, let me know. Allman Brothers, Enlightened Rogues, Blue Cheer, Vincibus Eruptum. Boston, self-titled, The Last Poets. Also, John Hammond, The Blues Project, Projections, George Thorogood, Move It On Over, Jerry Reed, Jazz Samba, Stan Jets, and Charlie Bird, The Doors, Morrison Hotel, Eric Clapton, Backless, The Standells, Dirty Water, Peanut Butter Conspiracy, The Human League, Chick Corea, Clear Lights, and Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin. All right, so this is Henry's Choice, 21, and let's see here. Henry's Choice is at 21 on that. Now, who asked about the Harry Potter? Christopher. Let me know if you want that Harry Potter record. If not, Zach Elias is going to buy it. So let me know if you want this, Christopher. If you say pass, and so does Zach. The Last Poets was VG. I can't believe no one got that. The Last Poets is VG condition, $9.99. How much on Jerry Reed? Jerry Reed was EX condition, $12.99. I can show you the Boston again. The Boston is EX condition. EX is just a tick below EX plus to near mint minus. $31.99. It has the original orange Epic label, $31.99. Sarah Long says she'll take The Last Poets. Sell that to Sarah Long. Did somebody say out on John Lennon? Scotty did. Sell the John Lennon here, Tanner, to Henry's Choice for $21. That leaves Boston, Jerry Reed, Mahavishnu, John McLaughlin, Clear Lights, Chick Corea, Human League, Peanut Butter Conspiracy, The Fatback Band, The Standells. We have Eric Clapton, The Doors, Jazz Samba, George Thorogood, Blues Project, John Hammond, Blue Cheer, Allman Brothers, Jethro Tull, and Spirit. Dan Ray says he'll take Jerry Reed. Any posters? I did not get one James Bond poster. I bid on them, and I did not get one poster. Movie posters have went through the roof just like any other collectibles. Most of their estimates, if they put an estimate of a Bond poster for $1,000 to $2,000, it was selling for like $5,000 and $10,000. And I think it's just James Bond collectibles. Since Sean Connery's died, do we have a crate ready, Tanner? This one? Since Sean Connery's died, anything vintage James Bond has gone through the roof. So, of course, that's my luck being a James Bond collector. Michael Ling. Did you outbid me on something, Michael? I bid up that autographed Sean Connery poster up until my stomach was getting sick. I was one of the bidders on that. If you saw the autographed Sean Connery poster, I was bidding on that and my stomach was getting sick because I was paying way too much for it. I'm glad I got outbid. I got outbid very quick, but whew. All right, let's see here. Next is new vintage arrivals. Let's see what we have. Or excuse me, these are putbacks. These are putbacks. Was there anything in here that needed to be auctioned, or we all good to go? Maybe. We'll re-auction this. This is Nina. Nina. This is Nina. This is 99 Luff Balloons. It's a Japanese pressing, $35 start. The vinyl is mint and pristine. Mint and pristine. Nina has the Japanese insert with it. The covers and shrink wrap of Obi, $35 start. Nina, $35 start. Yeah, James Bond movie posters, I guess I've started collecting at the wrong time. It's like prices of, especially if Sean Connery's on it. Oh my gosh, just anything with him on it now. His autograph is so expensive. His posters, any of the vintage Bond toys, anything with Sean Connery on it. It's just, since he's passed away, prices have went up. That's what happens with these collectibles. Buy them while you can. History will tell you. Anything desirable, anything pop culture related, it's going to go up in value. It happens all the time. 1977 Terre Haute pressing, Pink Floyd, Animals, 77 Terre Haute. So these two were originally auctioned and did not get paid for. Nina sold, I'm starting at less than what it sold for. And Pink Floyd, Animals, I'm going to start at less than what it sold for. $45 start. This was a 77 Terre Haute pressing. 77 Terre Haute, no condition notes. It has the original inner sleeve, very clean vinyl, $45 start. That's an original 77 Animals. All right. I'll go through the books in 1 second. So these are all putbacks and non-payments. Putbacks and non-payments, canceled invoices. Soundgarden. This is called the A-sides or Soundgarden's greatest hits. There's going to be new stuff in here, and there's going to be vintage stuff. If it's new, I'll say new and sealed. If it's vintage, then it's something that's pre-owned. Soundgarden A-sides, new and sealed, $38.99. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, new and sealed, $31.99. Mammoth, this is on black vinyl. Actually, if anybody wants this, $19.99. I did a closeout sale on these. Mammoth on black vinyl, $19.99. If anybody wants it on yellow vinyl, I still got them for $33.99. That's my last copy, unless there's another one in here, for $19.99, black vinyl. Sell that to Fred Wink, Tanner, $19.99. Custom price on that. $35 on Nina, $45 on Pink Floyd. Blind Melon, $38.99. New and sealed Blind Melon. Music on vinyl, featuring the song No Rain, $38.99. James, you were second on Mammoth. Pete Townsend, White City, a novel. That is a sealed copy. Sealed original Pete Townsend. Now, this is sealed, but it's an original from 1985, $22.99. Okay, Tanner says there could be another Mammoth in here. Actually, this looks like one right here. Those are yellow. The yellow vinyl's what's coming up. So, Ken was second, then James Cohorn. So, two other people on black for $19.99, but I think I might only have... Yeah, it looks like there's 3 more copies in here on yellow. So, Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska, with hop sticker. It's a Holland press, $29.99. Gatefold. Wow, I don't think this is normally a gatefold. Is that? I don't think that's normally a gatefold for U.S. pressings. That's a Holland, $29.99 with hop sticker. Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. Very clean copy. New and sealed Primus, Frizzle Fry. That's new and sealed, $28.99. NWA, straight out of Compton, $36.99 for NWA. Here's Mammoth on yellow vinyl, $33.99. Exclusive Canary yellow vinyl, $33.99. Edward Star Wars wants S, and that was BS for Bruce Springsteen. Final call on Pink Floyd. Michael Nath has that for $45. A very nice look, almost no ring wear on the cover too. A 77 Terre Haute of Animals. Look at Dogs here. These lyrics, incredible. They're just on a different level. This part here, that last part, this part, also that part, and this part, and that part. Actually, you know what? The whole song. That is at $45 final call. Joshua Cross, Blind Melon, self-titled. That is Blind Melon, new and sealed, $38.99. Another Soundgarden, $38.99. Another Mammoth on yellow vinyl for $33.99. New and sealed Rush, Exit Stage Left, $49.99. New and sealed Rush, Exit Stage Left, $49.99. Rush Hemispheres, $36.99. That's new and sealed 180 gram, and new and sealed Rush 180 gram. This is $49.99. Those are new and sealed Rush. Love Gun, new and sealed, $33.99. That's cool. That's out of stock right now. Love Gun, $33.99, new and sealed. And Soundgarden, Bad Motorfinger, $39.99 for Bad Motorfinger. Kenny Rogers, Greatest Hits, $9.99. The Gambler, Reuben James, $9.99. And we have Alabama Mountain Music. Alabama Mountain Music, original inner sleeve, $9.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell Pink Floyd to Michael Nath for $45. If anybody wants Nina, it's a $35 buy it now. Nina is a $35 buy it now. $35 buy it now if anybody wants that Nina. That's in shrink wrap, Japanese pressing, $35 buy it now. And if I can get it back into the sleeve, there we go. All right, let me get back down to the bottom. I do have more auctions, but first let me pull Rush Hemispheres to Jetstream. Shane Devers wants Alabama. Corey Gaston was 7. Kevin Hughes was 3rd. Was late at Mammoth. I claim one pre-order, never. So Mammoth was a very complicated release. What happened with Mammoth, if anybody needs one, quick story. I posted that we were going to be offering a yellow vinyl indie exclusive. Then about 2 weeks later, they told me that there was going to be an indie exclusive that was autographed, and all of the indie exclusives were going to be autographed. So I made a new pre-order. We had almost 200 pre-orders for the autographed copy, and actually they told me it was going to be autographed on the cover. When we got our original shipment, we only got like 30 copies of it. We only got like 30 or 27, something weird, and then it was chaotic because not everybody got one. They told me there would be no more. The covers wasn't autographed. It was actually an autographed insert. I went ahead and stocked up on black vinyl, because I didn't even think we could get yellow vinyl anymore, even non-autographed. Then they pressed a bunch more yellow vinyl, and it was just chaotic. So here's the long story short, even though I just told you a long story. If you want a yellow vinyl, I have them in stock, and they're $33.99. If you haven't got one yet and you wasn't invoiced, it was very complicated. It was actually a huge headache for us trying to deal with all that. So usually what I do is if there's some kind of limited edition deal, I don't even post it. I just kind of stick with the indie exclusive, because if they're going to autograph something, they're not going to make a million of them like they need to. Wolfgang's not going to autograph a million jackets. He's probably going to autograph maybe 3,000 or something before his hand goes numb. Foo Fighters on white vinyl. Foo Fighters, that's new and sealed on white vinyl, $31.99. And Soundgarden, Screaming Life and Fop, $33.99 for Soundgarden, new and sealed. Also, Smashing Pumpkins, Pure Acoustic, Unplugged, and more, new and sealed, $39.99. Let's put up 2 new auctions. Tanner, ooh, the Cult Electric, a 1987 U.S. press. This was a non-payment. How could somebody not pay for this? No condition notes on the vinyl. The Cult Electric, let's take a look at it. Yeah, it just has a couple sleeve scuffs. Let's call it EX Plus instead of EX Plus near mint minus. $35 start. The Cult Electric has the original inner sleeve, and that is a $35 start. 1987 original gatefold cover, $35 start. 1987 U.S. press. That's up for bid. The Cult, $35 start. Electric. Cynthia Herdren wants Smashing Pumpkins. That's so to Cynthia. Our next auction is going to be, is this 2 different things here? This Gene Simmons, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's
okay.
2 different items.
Okay. So here's we had a delinquent Kiss buyer, not from last week, but from about a month ago. This has been a long time ago. This is a long time ago. I think we were trying to collect payment. He never did come through. Kiss. This is a promo. Sure Know Something. Sure Know Something from Dynasty. Stereo mono, near mint. I have here what it originally sold for. I'm going to start it for less than that. $35 start. Kiss, double-sided promo, Sure Know Something, mono and stereo, $35 start. The Cult's at $35.35 and now $38. And on deck is a Gene Simmons solo album. That's what's on deck. Okay, back. These are putbacks and non-payments. Some of it's OG, some of it's new and sealed. I'll let you know. New and sealed, Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time. We actually can't get this right now. $59.99, and that should be on silver vinyl. It's definitely colored vinyl. New and sealed, Morgan Wallen, $59.99. Juice Newton's Greatest Hits, $9.99. Juice Newton's Greatest Hits featuring Angel of the Morning, $9.99. Uriah Heep, Innocent Victim, $19.99 for Uriah Heep, Innocent Victim. $19.99. Small Faces with Rod Stewart. Small Faces, VG Plus, $29.99. A 1970 Terre Haute. A 1970 Terre Haute, VG Plus, $29.99. Green Warner Brothers. The Cult was at $38, then another $38 bid, then $40, and now $45. John Smetzer wants the Juice Newton. We're looking for a $35 start on the Kiss 45, going once, going twice before I make it a buy it now. The Doors is a red label pressing, which is a late 70s, VG 1999. VG 1999. The Doors. John Smetzer got Juice Newton. I've already pulled that. Mammoth, another yellow vinyl Mammoth, $33.99. Heavy Cream, $34.99. This is a 2LP Cream compilation. Heavy Cream, $34.99. Excellent stuff on there. Carly Simon, Anticipation, $9.99. Looks like we've hit a package of vintage stuff here. Carly Simon, Come Around Again, $9.99. Pat Benatar, Live from Earth, in shrink wrap. Pat Benatar, Live from Earth, $14.99. Jetstream wants the Heavy Cream. The Colt's now at $50. Final call if you want to get a bid on Kiss before I make it a buy it now. Marlena Shaw, Sweet Beginnings, in shrink wrap, $14.99. Marlena Shaw, Sweet Beginnings, $14.99. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion. Got tongue twisted on that one. Edward Star Wars first on Pat Benatar. Colts at $52. Ken, Heavy Creams, there's another Pat Benatar. Next Pat Benatar claim gets that one. Expose, What You Don't Know, that's a 12-inch single. Expose, $14.99. What You Don't Know, 12-inch single, $14.99. The Prisoners, Revenge of the Prisoners, $39.99 from 1984 in shrink wrap. The Prisoners, Revenge of the Prisoners. So we got like 4 bidders on the Colt. Thomas Hujar is top of the leaderboard right now at $52. I'm going to make the Kiss 45 a $35 buy it now. It's going over here with Nina. If anybody wants it, it's a $35 buy it now for the Kiss promo from Dynasty. If not, we'll auction that tomorrow on Kiss Night. Carly Simon, Hotcakes, $9.99 for Carly Simon. Sheena Easton, Do You. Sheena Easton's EX Condition, $9.99. Let's go ahead and sell Jim Stafford the Kiss 45 for a buy it now for $35. Heart, Dog and Butterfly, $19.99 for Heart, Dog and Butterfly. Carly Simon, Boys in the Trees, $9.99. Bananarama, True Confessions, that is a full album, $19.99. A Japanese pressing of Strawberry Switchblade, the 12-inch album. That was sold at auction for $45. If anybody else wants it for $45, let me know. Strawberry Switchblade, $45. Michael J. Foot, we've already sold the Kiss promo, $35. Sheena Easton, Madness, Money and Music, $9.99. Bananarama, Tripping on Your Love. That's also a full album, $14.99. The Colts now at $53. Tony Shore was first to $53. Let's auction the Gene Simmons. This was a 1986 pressing of Gene Simmons' solo album. The 1986 pressings, I don't think, came with any of the extras. So this doesn't have a poster or insert, but I don't think it came with one. $35 start, just a plastic bag inner sleeve. The Gene Simmons solo album from 1986, $35 start. The Colts at $55 and now $56 with Tony Shore. Another Sheena Easton, $9.99. Another Sheena Easton, $9.99. I remember this guy. That must have been the guy in the UK, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the guy. We had somebody in the UK, and boy, it's really complicated shipping to the UK right now. They have made it so difficult. It is so difficult to ship to the UK right now. Carly Simon, Torch, $9.99. I thought we found a great new customer, but it's just like so complicated to ship over there. We decided not to do the deal. The Jam, To Be Someone, English Rose, and Mr. Clean. 3-track promo from The Jam, $29.99. Carly Simon, Coming Around Again, $9.99. Troy Robinson wants Sheena Easton. This one right here, Best Kept Secret, right, Troy? That's sold to Troy Robinson. Carly Simon, Come Upstairs. He wiped out our Carly Simon and Sheena Easton collection for sure. Carly Simon, $9.99. Carly Simon, Hello Big Man, $9.99. Pat Benatar, Wide Awake in Dreamland. That's a 1988 promo copy with hop sticker. And yes, that's a promo label for promotional use only. $19.99. And, oh, that says putbacks. Let me go ahead and rip that off. All right. That was from Doug's office, the office of Doug Page, from the desk of Doug Page. The Colt is at $56.57. I'm going to go ahead and make Gene Simmons a buy it now for $35. If anybody wants Gene Simmons, $35 buy it now if anybody wants it. Condition of Heart, Dog and Butterfly. No condition notes on the vinyl, EX Plus, Near Mint Minus, a VG Plus cover. A VG Plus cover, $19.99 on that. Let me do a little bit of sorting right quick. There were 2 different Bananaramas, yes. John Lill got Pat Benatar. Tony Shore's out on the Colt. Right now, this is between Thomas and maybe Chris Frazier. Thomas has it for $57, going once, going twice. Dog and Butterfly sold to Greg Preston. And Troy, give me 1 second. I'll show you both those Bananaramas. Let me do some sorting. Actually, I'll just go through it the same way I did. Very quick recap. If you need prices, let me know. Soundgarden Greatest Hits, Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, Pete Townsend, White City. That was an original sealed copy. Primus, Frizzle Fry, NWA, Mammoth, Blind Melon, Soundgarden again, Rush, Exit Stage Left. Surprised no one got Love Gun. I think comparables on Discogs would show a little bit higher than that. Uh-oh. Here's another Kiss promo. Oh, did that guy, is this guy, we need to block him. He's been, okay, so. Man, he's been trying to buy. Oh, man, that's, oh, yeah, I'm going to permanently remove him forever this time. Okay, Kiss. Here's another 7-inch single, Japanese pressing. I have what it originally sold for. I'm going to start this one at just $25. Kiss, Hard Luck Woman, and Mr. Speed. Japanese 7-inch single Let's make sure he's erased from Colectco history because he'll buy up stuff and never pay for it. Kiss is a Japanese. It has this gatefold 2-page sleeve here. $25 start. It's a Japanese press. The vinyl's about EX. It also includes this original insert. $25 start on that. That's a Japanese 7-inch single. Let's see. Was Blind Melon was new and sealed. $38.99. Blind Melon new and sealed. $38.99. Kiss Love Gun. $33.99. Soundgarden. $39.99. Kenny Rogers' Greatest Hits. More Mammoth. Foo Fighters. Also Soundgarden. Morgan Wallen. We have Uriah Heep. Small Faces. The Doors. Mammoth. Carly Simon. Marlena Shaw. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion is still available. $14.99. Kiss is at $25 and now $30. Let's do a final call on the Cult. That's Thomas Hujar for $57. We are about to sell it. We have Expose, The Prisoners, Carly Simon, Sheena Easton, Carly Simon. There's the first Bananarama, True Confessions, 1986. Near Mint, $19.99. Also, Strawberry Shortcake. That's a $45 buy it now. Sheena Easton, the other Bananarama. This is actually a 12-inch single. Trippin' on Your Love. That's a 12-inch single, actually. $14.99. There's the two Bananaramas. Sheena Easton. Lots of Carly Simon. Carly Simon. The Jam. Carly Simon. The Kiss 45 was $25, and now $30. Ian, The Doors. That was The Doors self-titled. That is a red label, red Electra label, VG condition, $19.99. The Doors red Electra label, VG condition, $19.99. Garrett, The Rage Against the Machine. That is Evil Empire, $31.99. Bulls on Parade. Bulls on Parade on there. $31.99 for Evil Empire. That's new and sealed. Randall's out on Hard Luck. Jared, you have that for $30. Final call. Next is the first Sheena Easton. The first Sheena Easton was called Do You. It has a gold stamp promo, EX condition, $9.99 from 1985. Ian P says he'll take The Doors. And before that, Tom Dearlove says, what was the Jam? The Jam was a 3-track, To Be With Someone, English Rose, and Mr. Clean. That's a promo, $29.99. Troy Robinson says he'll take Sheena Easton. Also, the Cult is sold to Thomas Hujar for $57. And the Kiss single is sold to Jared Benoit for $30. Troy says he's going to pass on the Bananarama. So I'm going to put the sealed stuff back here right quick. So lots of Bananarama, Carly Simons, and Sheena Easton still left. There's a Japanese. I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to try to get all the vintage stuff together right quick. Still got a Pat Benatar in there. There's new and sealed Mammoth, Morgan Wallen. There's Kenny Rogers, new and sealed Soundgarden, Kiss, new and sealed Blind Melon, Soundgarden, and Pete Townsend. I'm going to put that there. That's kind of new and sealed. Troy says he'll take the Sheena Easton, and that was this one right. What happened to it? I think I already tagged you. Take Sheena. Sheena in. Let's see. That was Carly Simon. What was that other one? I think I tagged you. I think I already pulled that for you, Troy. Yeah, I think I've already pulled that. Take Sheena in. In Hat. Hold on a second. This one right here, in Hat. Okay, that's sold to Troy as well. All right, let's do another putback. So that's all the vintage OG stuff, and then the new stuff, that was what was left there. These are putbacks and non-payments. This is stuff that people wanted off their invoice, and we reluctantly but graciously took it off for them. And it's also stuff people didn't pay for. I think we auctioned this last time. This is Gunfighter Ballads, the very desirable Marty Robbins. If you told somebody 15 years ago this would be a desirable record before the record boom, before the record vinyl resurgence, they would have looked at you like you're from Mars if you told them this would be a desirable record. But this is actually a mid-60s mono Columbia 2i, vintage pressing. The covers in shrink wrap, $15 start. So that label is from the mid-60s, of course. This was originally on a 6i, $15 start. Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs, Marty Robbins, $15 start on that. Tanner's bringing me more auctions, and he's got another crate ready for us as well. He's doing one more final check. I see some stuff that should definitely sell. I've seen one record that I know is back out of stock, and I've seen one record that I just ordered more copies of. I know they'll want that one there. You passed up a few back. Good stuff in here. Oh, I just ordered more of those. That's unfortunate because there's one in here in the putback. Tanner says, let's sell it and maybe somebody else will want the other one that's on its way. Next is Marty Robbins, $15. Fred Wink says he'll take the Mammoth too. Fred, I think you got a Mammoth. You got the Mammoth earlier that was $19.99 on black vinyl, didn't he? Didn't he get the Mammoth earlier? Fred, you've already got a Mammoth on black vinyl for $19.99. So let me know if you want a yellow vinyl as well for $33, or if you want to pass on the black and give it to whoever was backup. Does it have El Paso? Yes, it has El Paso. It does have El Paso. I didn't know, like, I had no idea. You know, I mean, this is always, it's kind of like the Herb Albert thing, where it's always been like a dollar bin record. And then just in the recent years, the demand for the original and early pressings of this just, it came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. Just certain records like that. Very surprising. Okay, so another crate of putbacks and non-payments. I got a Japanese Eagles Hotel California that did not get paid for. Let's re-auction it. $45 start. The Eagles Hotel California, near mint and pristine Japanese pressing. It also includes the 2-page insert. The vinyl is near mint minus and pristine. $45 start. $45 start. And this is Eagles Hotel California. That's a gatefold with Obi. $45 start. All right, and Marty Robbins is at 16. Ken Hostan, you're out. Edward Star Wars has it for 16. Putbacks. The Godfather of Soul, James Brown, VG condition, $34.99. The Payback, VG condition, $34.99. James Brown, the Godfather of Soul. Fred, we've only got you down for one Mammoth. Thank you for the clarification, though. We got you down for the black vinyl for $19.99. The Best of Sticks, $24.99. The Best of Sticks, $24.99, black RCA label. We have Grand Funk, Pluberous Funk in the coin-shaped die-cut cover, EX condition, $39.99. Marty Robbins is now at 17. The Beatles, 62 to 66. This is on the Apple label, $49.99. The Beatles, 62 to 66 on the Apple label, $49.99. Here's one that I was just talking about. I just ordered another copy or two of because we don't have them in stock. Silverchair Frog Stomp from Music on Vinyl. The legendary debut album includes Tomorrow, Pure Massacre, and the vinyl-only track Blind. It has an etched D-side. That is Silverchair, $49.99. Silverchair Frog Stomp. Chicago 16 in shrink wrap, $9.99. Tomorrow's Night, Lonnie Johnson. Tomorrow's Night, Lonnie Johnson, $19.99. That's on the Blue King label. Tomorrow's Night. Elton John, A Single Man, $19.99. Elton John, A Single Man, $19.99 for Mr. Elton. New and sealed Rat, now playing. That's Rat's greatest hits, now playing. Round and Round, Watered Man, Lack of Communication, Lay It Down, $28.99 for Rat, now playing. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second so I can drink some water. Alrighty, much better. Let's see, Joshua gets Silverchair. If anybody else wants one, I've got another copy that should be here by Tuesday or Wednesday. If anybody else wants one, let me know. I've got another copy or two of that actually showing up. John Cage, Variations 2. John Cage is $29.99. It's on the Columbia Masterworks label. By the way, Marty Robbins is at $20. Edward Star Wars, you're out. If anybody wants the Eagles Hotel California for a $45 buy it now, Japanese pressing of Hotel California. This is now a BIN for $45 if anybody wants that. Japanese pressing of Hotel California. No bid on that. $45 if anybody wants it. That's going right over here with the other non-auction buy it nows. New and sealed Primus, miscellaneous debris. Primus is new and sealed, $28.99. Croology. Now, this is not the splatter vinyl. This is the 10th anniversary gold vinyl, $74.99. $74.99. The Black Crowes Croology, $74.99. $74.99. Neil Young Hawks and Doves, VG Plus condition, $14.99. VG Plus condition, $14.99. Friends, the Beach Boys, VG minus, $19.99. This is a 68 Los Angeles press with the track Little Bird, $19.99. The Beach Boys, Wild Honey, VG Plus $29.99, a stereo, an original stereo press. I like to think when he mutes, he's actually screaming at Seth. Seth isn't here tonight. Seth isn't here. No, I'm actually drinking water. I do that as a service to y'all so you don't have to hear me slurp and chug. There's only a little bit left there. But no, that's no Seth tonight. What was his excuse tonight, Tanner? Seth is a very planned out person. He sent me and Tanner a message this long telling us everything he was doing this week down to the minute. I mean, he looks at his clock. Yeah, we'll auction that right now. NXS. This is NXS Devil Inside. This is a $15 start. Diablo, Devil Inside, and Diablo, or excuse me. This is Devil Inside vocal remix version and On the Rocks and Devil Inside vocal edited version. So 3-track, 12-inch single. That is a $15 start. $15 start. Pamela Yeager gets the Beach Boys. Pamela, you get Wild Honey. And a final call. Well, actually, he says out. Let's go ahead and make that. Yeah, let's make that a final call. Ken Hostan has Marty Robbins for 20. Smashing Pumpkins, Pure Acoustic, Unplugged, and More. $39.99. Smashing Pumpkins, Unplugged, and More. Extreme 3, 3 sides to every story. Music on vinyl. That's the one I was talking about is back. Well, actually, it's not out of stock, but it's out of stock with my original supplier. I can get more copies of this, but they're almost like $12 more, maybe $10 more. Extreme 3, 3 sides to every story, $46.99. David Polkey's at NXS at $15. And Overlord. Overlord is numbered expanded edition, $24.99. Broken Toys expanded deluxe edition, $24.99. $24.99. We need a background story of how Chad Tanner and Seth became a thing. $33.99. Soundgarden Screaming Live Fob. That might take more than 5 minutes. Dawkins. This is Dawkins' greatest hits, also now playing $28.99. Dawkins now playing $28.99. So we have a Dawkins greatest hits and a Rats greatest hits. Both are now playing series. Dragnet, music from the motion picture soundtrack, $19.99. And a killer origin story. The origins of Coletco. It would take a while for me to tell our complete history. Let's see here. Gunfighter Ballads. Gunfighter Ballads is sold, Tanner, for $20 to Ken Hostan. $20. And NXS was at $15 and Eddie's now at $22. $15 and now $22 on NXS Devil Inside. Elton John Breaking Hearts. A sealed copy of Elton John Breaking Hearts. Actually, no saw marks, no punch holes either. $39.99. Not high school friends. Nope. I haven't actually known them all that long. Relative, but no, I did not know them in high school. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, two of a kind, $19.99. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, two of a kind, $19.99. Peter Frampton, Breaking All the Rules, $19.99. In shrink wrap, Peter Frampton, Breaking All the Rules. NXS is at $25 with David Polkey. Peter Frampton's $19.99. Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes. That's in shrink wrap with the original inner sleeve, $34.99. $34.99. And More Creedence Gold, $34.99. More Creedence Gold, $34.99. More Creedence Gold. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars, $24.99. Paul McCartney, Venus and Mars. It has all the inserts with it as well. It has all the inserts with it as well. There's 2 posters at least. Eddie Leal, let me know if you want back in on NXS. Troy Robinson wants the Dragnet soundtrack. That is sold to Troy Robinson. New and sealed, Alanis Morissette on clear vinyl. This is the Alanis Morissette collection, $44.99. We didn't meet each other in jail either. No jail. We have perfect criminal records. There is no criminal record. The Killers direct hits, $46.99. $46.99. The Killers direct hits, $46.99. Michael Nath wants the Alanis Morissette. NXS, Eddie's back in at $28. Anthrax, this is on splatter vinyl, Fistful of Metal. Anthrax is $31.99. Also, Star Trek, the Picard soundtrack. Star Trek, the Picard soundtrack, $44.99. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus, VG, $9.99. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. Queen, A Day at the Races, VG, $14.99. Technically, I met Tanner first in college. Very short story. I met Tanner in college, and then I met Seth through Tanner. So Tanner came first. I met Tanner in college, and I met Seth through Tanner. Now, Seth and Tanner have the same last name, Hackett, right? We're both from the small community of Smith County of Carthage and Gornville. They have the same last name. They're not kin. Both last name Hackett, they're not kin. Most people think they're brothers or cousins. It happens all the time. They're not kin, though. All right, this does not have a price on it whatsoever. Let's auction it. It's Codeplay. Codeplay X and Y, $1 start. I don't see a price on it anywhere. And it's not in a sleeve because it's a big packaging. Codeplay X and Y. Codeplay X and Y, $1 start. But we're from Smith County. We're from the same small Smith County of Carthage and Gornville, but we met in college. So Sean says he'll believe that for now. This looks like a 2 LP. No, it's just got inserts with it. This has got a lot of stuff with it. That's got a lot of stuff. Looks like a poster. It's a gatefold. Codeplay, and it has a slipcase. Lots of stuff in there with it as well. $1 start. Okay, back up to the top. Michael Nath got the Lannismore set. David's out on NXS. Eddie had that for 28. Todd Tipton wants Spirit. That's so did Todd Tipton. Let's see here. Codeplay. Wow, that was a big jump. I said a $1 start. The first bid was 30. I'll take it though. Chris B. Jack got Queen. So Codeplay 30, Codeplay 10, Codeplay 1, Codeplay 1, Codeplay 7, Codeplay 15, Codeplay 20. The high bid is $30 with Eric Fisher. High bid is $30 of Eric Fisher. Santana, Inner Secrets, EX 1799, and the Iron Man, 1999. The Iron Man, a musical by Pete Townsend, 1989. And Phil Lynott's Grand Slam, $29.99. Now, the first time that I was ever around Seth Hackett was at a Tennessee football game. I had got in a vehicle with him to go to a Tennessee-Kentucky football game. And I think that was the first time I ever spoke to him. Maybe I shouldn't have went on that trip, right, Tanner? Maybe I shouldn't have went on that trip. He talked, all I remember is he talked the entire time on the way up there. He talked the entire time. Pretty much the opposite of him now. It's hard to get him to speak more than 5 words. All I remember is he spoke the entire time up there. I don't think me and Tanner rarely spoke. NXS is sold for $28, and that is sold to Eddie Leal for $28. $28 right now. That's sold to him for $28. All right, Codeplay is a final call for $30. Codeplay, so the vinyl's near mint. The jacket has some, well, the slipcase has some damage back here. Has some damage here. It has a couple stress creases right here. That's the slipcase. The rest of it is very nice. It's near mint minus. That's Codeplay X and Y. It's a 2 LP. It looks like it has a poster and the original inner sleeves. And the high bid on that is $30. The high bid on that is $30. I think it goes in here like such. And then I think the second time I was around Seth was we was at the Battle of Bristol. We went to the Battle of Bristol football game. That's where I think that was the second time. So, okay. I've employed several of my friends over the years. I've employed probably part-time and full-time about a dozen of my friends over the years. I'm a jobs creator. All right, let's see here. I had people working for me in high school. I was like, I need some help packing some records. Let's see here. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Let's do the vintage stuff first. And I think Tanner's got us some more auctions, maybe. Let's see. If not, I'll go ahead and just keep showing some stuff. So first, let me go through the books that I showed earlier because they're I got a Jenga stack going on over here. I'm going to show these books one more time. If you want them, they're first come, first serve. Bruce Springsteen by Michael Stewart. It's a vintage hardback book. Bruce Springsteen, $9.99. The Beatles is $9.99. Another Beatles book is $9.99. The Paul McCartney World Tour book, $14.99. The Rolling Stones Record Guide, $9.99. The Goldmine 1998 Annual Jerry Garcia cover, $14.99. John Lennon, A Photographic History, $14.99. Eric Clapton, The Complete Session, 63 to 95, $11.95. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run, hardback, $19.99. And then there's those two there. There's the books that's left over we sold. That's all that's left. We had a whole crate full of them. So some new books going to some new homes tonight. I'm going to set those over there now that I got them better stacked. Audiophile stuff on sale coming up as soon as we get done going through the putbacks. We have a new bid. David Hoy's at 35 on Coldplay. Eric Fisher, you are out. Eric, if you can hear me, let me know if you want to bid again or if you're done. The no bids on auctions were Eagles, $45. Japanese pressing of Hotel California. Japanese pressing of Strawberry Switchblade, $45 buy it now on that. Gene Simmons, 1986 pressing of his solo album, $35. And we had a $28 offer on Nina. David Polkey, I'll do $30 on it. I was at 35, I'll do $30 on it. Eric Fisher's backing on Coldplay at 40. Here's what was left in this putback bin. We had James Brown, The Payback. In the putback bin, we got The Payback, The Best of Styx, Grand Funk, The Beatles, Chicago, Lonnie Johnston, Elton John, John Cage, Neil Young, Beach Boys, Overlord, Elton John, Two of a Kind soundtrack, Peter Frampton, Eric Clapton, More Creedence Gold, Paul McCartney, Santana, and Pete Townsend. Now, new and sealed, we had Primus, The Black Crowes, Smashing Pumpkins, Extreme, Soundgarden, Dokken, Rat, Killers, Anthrax, Picard, and Phil Lynott. David's backing on Coldplay at 43. David Polkey, if you don't want Nina for 30, Fred Cardinale does. John Nazarko wants to know how much Styx was. Styx was $24.99. Best of Styx, black RCA label, EX Plus, near mint minus. I'm going to set this crate behind me. All those are still available. If you decide you want anything, let me know. Tanner, is that blue crate the next one? Okay, Tanner's got us another crate here of putbacks. It looks like there's a couple auctions in here as well. I'm going to just show them for the buy it now price. And John Nazarko says he'll take Styx. Coldplay's now at $45. David Hoy, you're out. John Nazarko does want that Styx album. And David's actually going to pass on Nina for 30. So sell that to Fred Cardinale for 30. We're going to sell that to John Nazarko for sticker. Here's another bin of putbacks. Then we'll do some audiophile stuff on sale, okay? I think Tanner's working on another crate, but I'll go ahead and do the audiophile stuff next. This is a buy it now. Michael Schenker Group, Assault Attack, Japanese pressing, near mint and pristine, $29.99. David Hoy, you are outbid on Coldplay, by the way. Tony OK, Life in the Food Chain, $19.99. Tony OK is on green vinyl, Life in the Food Chain. That's a promo copy. The Tubes, The Completion Backwards Principle. The Tubes is $19.99. New and sealed, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Up Your Alley. New and sealed Joan Jett, $31.99. We have Jimmy Smith, Respect, VG Plus, $14.99. We are sold out of Blue Oyster Cult, and it's on back order. So all the Blue Oyster Cults are gone, and Rob, it's a back order. Now, I'm going to order more tonight and wait for them to press more or restock more. That could be next week. It could be this week. It could be next month. It could be out of print and they never make it again. I don't know with a title like that. So let me know if you want on a waiting list. David Hoy's out on Coldplay. So Eric, you do have that for 45, and that's a final call. Sonny Rollins, Don't Stop the Carnival. Sonny Rollins EX, $19.99. Yusef Lateef, 1977 pressing. Yusef Lateef, $26.99. McCoy Tyner Trio with Roy Haynes and Henry Grimes, Reaching Forth, $24.99. Golden Earring, Long Blonde Animal, Golden Earring, $24.99. New and sealed Foo Fighters on white vinyl, $31.99. And Corrosion of Conformity Live Volume. That's Live Volume, Corrosion of Conformity, COC on red vinyl, $39.99. $39.99 on that. The Who, It's Hard, $19.99 on The Who, It's Hard. Queen's Greatest Hits, wow, $34.99. A vintage OG copy, very clean. Queen's Greatest Hits, $34.99. Los Lobos, How Will the Wolf Survive? Los Lobos is $19.99. 10cc's Greatest Hits, 10cc's Greatest Hits, $19.99. The Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian, 12-inch single, 3 different versions, $14.99. Bob Seger, Shakedown. Bob Seger Shakedown theme from Beverly Hills Cop 2, $12.99. All right, let's go ahead and sell Coldplay. That's sold to Eric Fisher for $45. Joshua, I'm not sure on Danzig. But you do get a copy of COC. Sell that to Joshua, COC. New and sealed Five Finger Death Punch, $31.99. The Wrong Side of Heaven and The Righteous Side of Hell, Volume 2, $31.99. Chris Bijak wants McCoy Tyner and 10cc. There's 10cc, and McCoy Tyner was right here. Those are both sold to Chris Bijak. So Five Finger Death Punch. Slaughter, that is Stick It To You. That's on gold vinyl, I believe. Slaughter is $44.99. That should be on gold vinyl. Greg Rogers wants Los Lobos. Danzig is scheduled for next week, it looks like. Thank you, Sean. Looks like Danzig's scheduled for next week. Greg Rogers gets Los Lobos. The Cult, self-titled. Their 1994 self-titled 6th album. That's on white vinyl, $44.99. Joe Locke wants Slaughter. Now, Joe, that's either on gold or red vinyl. I know it's from Friday Music and it's on colored vinyl. It is colored. I can't confirm which one unless you absolutely need to know, and I can find out. Soul Invictus, Faith No More, limited edition silver vinyl from Faith No More, $33.99. Cynthia Herdren wants The Cult. Sell that to Cynthia. We also have Tyler Childers, Rustin' in the Rain, indie exclusive green vinyl. Indie exclusive green vinyl, $29.99. I missed one. Greg Rogers wants Five Finger Death Punch. Sell that to Greg Rogers. Ann Davis Manginelli wants the Joan Jett from earlier. Joan Jett up your alley. Sold to Ann Davis Manginelli. And did you see my claim on MSG? I don't think that came through. That don't look like that came through, John Nazarko. So let me go ahead and pull that for you right now. John Nazarko wants the Michael Schenker Group for that $29.99 price. Experience Hendrix, the best of Jimi Hendrix, $29.99. Hootie and the Blowfish, that is on clear vinyl. That is Cracked Rear View, the 21-time platinum debut album. That still blows my mind. What a way to enter the scene. You come out with your first album and it goes 21 times platinum. $31.99. That's a lot of pressure for your next release. Death, Leprosy. $28.99 for Death, Leprosy. Also Limp Bizkit, Significant Other. $44.99, new and sealed Limp Bizkit. The Joe Jackson Band, VG Plus, Beat Crazy, right? VG Plus, $14.99 for Joe Jackson. And here's one of those Elvis box sets that we just sold earlier. This is the Elvis Presley Legendary Recordings, $44.99. $44.99 for the Elvis Presley Legendary Recordings. How much for Omar and the Howlers? Let's see. If that's in this crate, I'll let you know right now. Got to go. Will you discount Smoking Willie from the first crate? Make me a fair offer and I'll sell it to you. Make me a fair offer and I'll sell it to you. We have Tony OK, The Tubes, Jimmy Smith, Sonny Rollins, Yusef Lateef, Golden Earrings, Foo Fighters, The Who, The Queen Greatest Hits, $34.99, original inner sleeve, EX Plus Near Mint Minus, the original copy of that, $34.99. The Bangles, Bob Dylan. I don't think there's an Omar and the Howlers in here. Yes, there is. Omar and the Howlers, Big Leg Beat, $29.99. $29.99. Then new and sealed, Foo Fighters, Faith No More, Tyler Childers, Hendrix, Hootie, Death, Limp Bizkit, and Joe Jackson. And that's a vintage OG Beat Crazy. Rich Shockley says he sold on the Queen. Sell Queen to Rich Shockley. Brian Arrigo wants the Bangles, Walk Like an Egyptian. That's sold to Brian Arrigo. And Greg Rogers wants Faith No More. Faith No More to Greg Rogers. Those three are all sold. Alrighty, and Ken Highstand, you were second on Queen. Henry, let me know if you decide you want Omar and the Howlers. And there's those records. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do that audiophile crate on sale. Some of this stuff is pretty new. I hope everybody's still watching, because if you're into analog productions and music on or mobile fidelity, I know it's time to discount them when it gets pretty full, and it's completely full now. It's in a crate, so I gotta move 2 crates. It's in a milk crate. It's in a file crate, so I gotta move 2 crates. Do that. I don't know if that Coldplay will fit in a sleeve. We'll have to do an alternative. Wrap it in plastic or something. Boy, this is heavy too. I don't know if I'm going to keep these behind the counter anymore. my mom says people look through them all the time, but we have to keep them behind the counter because they're in resealable bags, or they're in if I get through here, they're in perforated bags. They're in perforated bags. So if you leave them out on the sales floor, people will open them intentionally. I got to grab a calculator. I can do sometimes 25% in my head, but I don't want to make any mistakes. So 25% off audiophile stuff. If you don't get it now, I'm going to put it in a video and post it on our page, which a lot of it's going to get grabbed then when people who can't watch the sales can tune into that video. So same thing as always, first come, first serve. This crate's so full, we've literally had to start laying stuff on top. This is all Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab and Analog Productions. That's a lot of high quality vinyl right there. Oh my gosh, some of this stuff I've never put on sale before either. 25% off, and that is a great deal. I'm going to be selling a lot of this stuff below my cost. So you're going to be getting a lot of this below dealer cost. The NAC is $46.99, 25% off is going to be $35.24. That's the NAC. Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, numbered, the NAC self-titled, $35.24. Greg Allman, Laid Back. Greg Allman, Laid Back, 25% off, makes that $37.49. That's Analog Productions. Now, Analog Productions is famous and known for using the original master tapes. Straight from the day Greg Allman recorded it, straight to a lathe, straight to vinyl. Greg Allman, Laid Back, $37.49. That was $49.99. Eddie wants a NAC, and so does Brent Robley was first. And Tanner just marked these 25% off. It's going to be hard for me to recall the prices. Eddie, if I find another NAC, it's yours. There may be, actually, there's one right here without me going too far ahead. There's one to Eddie. There's one to Eddie. So Greg Allman is $37.49. Let me start from the front and work our way back. Wow, these definitely shouldn't be on sale. KC and the Sunshine Band, $36.99, 25% off, $27.74. Jump on top of that. KC and the Sunshine Band, $27.74. Sealed, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. I have one myself. It sounds really good. KC is $27.74. None of their albums are in print, and even if they did, they would be more than $27.74 probably if these were new and in stock. And these are MoFi pressings. I've got two available. Wayne Carr takes one, and I've got one left. $27.74 on those. That's the 25% off price. We have Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood. If you want this one, please comment Texas Flood. Texas Flood, $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. This is the 2LP, 45 RPM, straight from the Analog Masters, straight from the original tapes to the lathe to the vinyl. Stevie Ray Vaughan. If you want that one, comment Texas Flood. So Eddie got a, let's see here. Well, let me move my phone over here a little closer. Let me lay it right here. Mac. Wayne Carr got KC. Eddie got a KC. Stephen and Christopher, there may be more in this bin. If I find them, you're next. Stephen and Christopher's next. Chris Bjack gets Texas Flood. Chris Bjack gets Texas Flood, 25% off. Okay, next, this is In Step. Also, if you can see what's next, you can't jump ahead. Actually, let me do it like this. Now you can't see what's ahead. In Step. This is the 33 1/3. This is the 33 1/3. You have to comment In Step if you want this one. $37.49. First person to comment In Step. It has to say In Step. 100% Analog Masters. Stevie Ray Vaughan. In Step. In Step. Chris Bjack got Texas Flood. Chris Bjack also got In Step. Chris Bjack got In Step. All right. Let me move from the back. And that way we don't have back-to-back, because I think actually the next several Stevie Ray Vaughan. So let me jump around where we're not too confused. Let me jump right here in the middle and do Bill Withers. Bill Withers, live at Carnegie Hall. This way there's no confusion. Mobile Fidelity, 2LP, 45 RPM, $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall. MoFi, 45 RPM, numbered, of course, on the back. Bill Withers, $52.49. I only have two of them. So Chris Bjack was first In Step. It looks like Brent was second. W. Mounties third. Thomas Hujar was fourth. Bill Withers, $52.49. Let's do this one right here. I think this is Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke, $69.99. Analog Productions. QRP, the best of Sam Cooke. This is so good. These sound so incredible. Also, $52.49, same thing. Best of Sam Cooke, $52.45. This is pressed at QRP, Analog Productions, 45 RPM, the best of Sam Cooke. That is a phenomenal sounding record. Sell one to Brent Robley. That's 25% off. I got two left. I have one Cars Candy O, $46.99 at 25% off. $46.99 at 25% off is $35.25. The Cars Candy O, MoFi pressing. John Lill also gets a Sam Cooke at 25% off. Pamela Yeager gets the only copy I have of the Cars at 25% off. Grant Peltier, that's only one copy of that. Wayne Carr, several people on that one. Pamela, Rob, Grant, and Wayne so far. Let's go ahead and do this. It looks like I got a bunch of these. 1, 2, wow. Boy, this is such a good sounding record. Gimme Back My Bullets, 45 RPM, $69.99. $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. Whew, this is, boy, I play these so loud. Whenever I open these Analog Productions, I lose my hearing. These, I mean, it sounds like when that first guitar lick kicks on, Gimme Back My Bullets, it sounds like they're in the room with you. $42.49, $52.49. Michael Nath gets one. John Lill gets one. I have one left. It plays at a 45 RPM. That is cut from the original master tapes to the lathe, straight to vinyl. That's about as pure as you can get on Leonard Skinner. One copy left to Give Me Back My Bullets. I have another Sam Cooke. This is a studio album. It's called Night Beat, Mr. Soul. And this one is actually from the original master. Such an intimate sounding record. Night Beat, Mr. Soul, Sam Cooke. Also $69.99, so that's going to be $52.49. Another Sam Cooke. Now, there's something very unfortunate about a lot of these MoFi and audiophile pressings. Both Analog Productions and MoFi are notorious for scene splits. They're very notorious, and I think every one of these have a little bit of a seam crackle. Yeah, every one of them have some sort of a light seam crackle. And just FYI, MoFi and Analog Productions are famous for that, or I should say infamous. So sell that to John Lill. That was 25% off. I've got 3 copies left of Night Beat. All right, let's do this right here. Let's do the last Stevie Ray, or the next Stevie Ray Vaughan, Soul to Soul, $69.99. $69.99, 25% off, 50, same price, Chad, $52.49. That's the 45 RPM of Soul to Soul. Sell that to Scott Smith. That's sold to Scott Smith. All right, now, boy, this is actually this is a laser disc. Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. We actually just priced 3 entire crates of laser discs. I plan on showing those sometime. That's been here for 8 months, 10 months. If anybody wants it, I'll do 25% off. $7.50. Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Okay, so Stevie Ray Vaughan, that is, John, you got the best non-split one. Yeah, you got the best one. There's one here that's pretty bad. Then Lester, you got the best non-split. I got you. Brent Robley was next on, or Scott got Soul to Soul, then Brent, then Chris, then John, then JK. Toby Graham gets the last Leonard Skinner. These are still 25% off. Next should be Randy Travis. Yep, my last copy, Storms of Life, $49.99, 25% off. Makes this $37.49. $37.49. The only Randy Travis record that's in print. The only Randy Travis record that's in print. $37.49. Henry's Choice wants Soul. Soul was, what was Soul? That was that Night Beat? That was Stevie Ray Vaughan. Okay, that's already gone. Randy Travis. Herbie Hancock, 33 1/3. Also 25% off, $37.49. Headhunters from the original master tapes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of the Sisters of Mercy. The Sisters of Mercy, Floodland, $39.99 at 25% off. $29.99, now just $29.99, new and sealed MoFi, the Sisters of Mercy Floodland, $29.99. Herbie Hancock sold first to Chris Jack. John Lill was second. Rob Scheffler was third. Sister of Mercy, these are also 25% off. Thomas Hujar, Craig Thomas, I've got 2 left. Also 25% off on those, makes them $29.99. Next is Elvis Presley. This is an amazing. From the original master tapes, Elvis 24 karat hits, $79.99, then 25% off, makes that $59.99. $20, you get $20 off analog productions, 100% analog masters, $59.99. $59.99. Fred Carnell wants a Sisters of Mercy. Track list for Randy Travis. How much was Randy Travis? Randy Travis was $37.49. This has On the Other Hand, The Storms of Life, My Heart Cracked, Digging Up Bones, No Place Like Home, 1982, Send My Body, Messing With My Mind, Reasons I Cheat, There Will Always Be a Honky Tonk Somewhere. All right, Elvis was $59.99. These are, if you're just hopping on, we're doing Audiophile Crate, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, and Analog Productions, 25% off. Christopher Morris is going to get the Elvis. This is one of the better sounding analog production records in print. Sell that to Christopher Morris. I know audiophile stuff's a little bit pricier, but if you have the right equipment, this stuff is incredible. It's just like incredible. Okay, next is really cool. I have one of these myself. It's my favorite Jethro Tull album. When I found out that they were going to do it from Analog Productions, this is called Stand Up. It's also $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. Stand Up. It even has the pop-up cover. When you open it up, it has the pop-up cover. Jethro Tull Stand Up. This sounds so good. I can't explain it enough. I'm going to say that about a lot of records in here. Sell that to Rob Scheffler. Henry's Choice only had 1 Elvis. Now, the next record I actually have 2 of, because there's one up front and there's one back here in the back, and that was The Doors. These are going to sell out. From the original master tapes, The Doors, $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. For The Doors, $52.49. Sold to Brent Robley and sold to Michael Nath. $52, and those should never be on sale, but they were, and they're gone. That's sold to Brent and Michael Nath. Unless there's another one in here, I don't have any more. Next is Steely Dan. This is 2 Against Nature. Originally $64.99. Take the discount off. $48.74. $48.74. Not dents. Cents. Steely Dan, that is a 45 RPM 2LP. What's the best equipment? Well, there's all kinds of equipment. You just need a high quality turntable, a fantastic cartridge, which you can get any kind of turntable, you can get any kind of cartridge. You need a great amp or receiver, and then of course you need great speakers. But I know some people who have a $20,000 stereo. There's some people who spend $20,000 on their speakers. That's, you're going to have some great sound if you do that, I guess. Lightning Hopkins, Soul Blues. Lightning Hopkins, Soul Blues, $49.99. This is 25% off, $37.49. Soul Blues, Lightning Hopkins. That's sold to Henry Pardides. Sold to Henry Pardides. Next, I only have one, it looks like. Bill Withers, Steel Bill. Now, here's Steel Bill. Here's what I was talking about, how these are perforated bags. And it's open. This is still guaranteed to be new and sealed. That's why I keep them behind the counter. The perforated bags get open. And Steel Bill, $49.99. And that is $37.49. Henry got Lightning Hopkins. Mark was second. John Lill was third. First to Bill Withers was John Lill. But yeah, it just depends on how much money you want to spend. For a few $1,000s, I think you can get a really, really good system. Some people spend an extreme amount of money, and then some people can, search for vintage equipment and get great deals, and you can get a pretty good setup for very cheap. 2 copies. Keb Mo. I got 2 copies. $46.99, 25% off, $35.25. Keb Mo, $35.25. Keb Mo, $35.25. Also, I got something underneath here. Let me grab these before I forget about them. Roger Waters. Now, this is an amazing sounding record. Amused to Death. 45 RPM. Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. $69.99. 25% off. $52.49. QRP. A lot of people use this for a demo record. This will sound like it's incredible. It's incredible. Actually, underneath this table, I have a whole bin full of them. I don't know why they're underneath this bin. They've been underneath this table here for a while, haven't they, Tanner? These Roger Waters. I got a bunch of them. Hopefully we sell out. Yeah, I don't know why they're underneath this table. Look, I just filled back up the crate. There's a bunch of Roger Waters. New and sealed, 45 RPM. Hope we can sell out of that. Okay, back up to the Keb Mo. Keb Mo, 2 copies, sold to Brent Robley and Cynthia Herdren, 25% off. Now, the Roger Waters are $52. And by the way, I don't think they're making this anymore because I think they made a 4 LP box set. So I think these are gone. So here's everybody who's getting a Roger Waters. John Leal, Michael Nath, Thomas Hujar, Shakedown, Brian C. I think that was 5. Sean Holford, Rob Scheffler. Brian C. corrected his comment from earlier. So JK gets 1. Christopher Morris gets 1. There's a lot of Roger Waters going to a new home. I have Christopher Brusher wants 1. 1 left. Next comment after Christopher gets the last copy. Amused to Death. $52.49. Amused to Death. That is, you'll see a lot of the YouTube people who do audiophile reviews. They'll tell you how great of a record that sounds. Michael Nath gets the last one. That's sold to Michael Nath. Okay, so the Roger Waters is gone. Next, I know this will probably sell out. How often do you see Mo-Fi Miles Davis on sale? Miles Davis, My Funny Valentine, $46.99, 25% off, $35.24. $35.24. Sean's going to get 1, and John Leal's going to get 1. Those are sold and sold. Also, I'm going to scroll up because I see a title that we sold out of earlier, and I have found 2 more copies. So I'm going to go back to the top of the list. Let me go back to the top of the list and figure out who got these, because there was backups on them. And that was Casey and the Sunshine Band. Wayne Carr got 1, Eddie got 1, and then backup was Stephen A. Young and Christopher Morris. If y'all still want 1, I'm going to pull you 1. Stephen A. Young and Christopher Morris. They were number 3 and 4 earlier. I knew I had more. Those are sold to Stephen A. Young and Christopher Morris, Tanner. Now, Miles Davis went to Sean Fairweather and John Leal. Is that what I said? I'm pretty sure I did. Sean Fairweather and John Leal got Miles Davis. Chris B. Jack, Cynthia was next. Then J.K., Anthony, and Steely Dan. Steely Dan, I've got 2 Against Nature, $64.99 after the 25% off discount, $48.74. That is a 45 RPM, 2 Against Nature, $45 and $48.74. Wow. My favorite from Analog Productions, Leonard Skinnard, pronounced Leonard Skinnard. That is $69.99, 25% off, $52.49. Amazing. And let's go ahead and do this. There's going to be a bunch of claims. The Sky's Crying. That is that's a 33 1/3 single LP. Stevie Ray Vaughan. $49.99, then 25% off. Then 25% off. All right, so Tanner, looks like both Steely Dans are sold. That's sold to Chris B. Jack and Homeland Conspiracy. Chris B. Jack and Homeland Conspiracy. And unfortunately, I only have 1 Leonard Skinnard, and that is sold. Who was the lucky first winner? Brent Robley. Brent Robley on that. John Leal second, Pamela, Christopher, Henry, Tom, and then Chris B. Jack first on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Chris B. Jack first on Stevie Ray Vaughan, then Brent, then Mark, then J.K., then Pamela, then Garrett. All right, so let's recap that bin. First of all, there's 1 left. Somebody needs to get it. The Best of Sam Cooke. Now, this isn't from the analog tapes, but that doesn't mean... They put that sticker on there when it's 100% analog. Sometimes some of them are analog. Sometimes a few are digital. But that is $69.99. Then 25% off. I can't express enough. Bring It On Home to Me. Having a Party. You Send Me. Chain Gang Cupid. Twisting the Night Away. One of the greatest vocalists of all time. And that's one of the best ways to listen to it. Analog Productions. The on-sale price for Sam Cooke is $52.49. Sell that to my friend Michael Manning. That is sold to Michael Manning. Garrett wants Randy Travis. Garrett gets the Randy Travis. That was left over. This is sold to Randy Travis. Or excuse me, that's sold to Garrett, not Randy. Is Randy Travis watching right now? Actually, hold on a second. Rich Shockley asked the price. Rich Shockley, $49.99, 25% off, $37.49. Garrett, somebody asked actually just right before you, what's the Randy price again? Sorry, I missed it. Rich Shockley, the on-sale price is $37.49. Michael Manning got Sam Cooke. If Rich passes, then that goes to Garrett. Jetstream wants Sam Cooke. You were second. Now, Bill Withers, another great intimate live recording. Bill Withers live at Carnegie Hall. That's a 45 RPM. The on-sale price is $52.49. This is live Sam Cooke. It was recorded very well, and they did a really good job with this one. He tells a story about Grandma's Hands, Ain't No Sunshine, Use Me, Lean On Me is on here. Let Us Love, that's Bill Withers, $52.49. That's sold to Mark Lynn. I have one copy left. Now, Greg Allman, Laid Back. This is Greg Allman's solo album. It has his rendition of Midnight Rider and, of course, the Jackson Browne song, These Days, cut from the original master tapes. From the tape to the lathe to vinyl. At least I think that's how they do it. The original tape, then it goes to the lathe, which cuts it to the vinyl, or something like that. The lathe cuts it to the plates. Pretty much from the original master tapes. I don't make records for a living. I sell them. So, Greg Allman, that was $49.99, 25% off, $37.49. Rich Shockley says he will take the Randy Travis. So, $37 on Greg. I got one Sisters of Mercy left. One Sisters of Mercy left. That was $39.99, and then 25% off is going to make that $29.99. Sisters of Mercy, Floodland. Greg Allman sold to Sherry Darnell. Greg Allman to Sherry Darnell. And we have Night Beat, Mr. Soul, Sam Cooke. So this one is actually cut from the original master tapes. And fair warning on these, they all have light spine crackles at the top. And that is a 45 RPM Night Beat, Mr. Soul, Sam Cooke. Little Red Rooster. That's my last three. That's my last three Sam Cookes. That's the only Sam Cookes I have left. J.K. wants Sisters of Mercy. Wow, we wiped out that crate. Now, let's get crazy. And I think I have, let's see here. I guess if we're going to put MoFi stuff on sale, let's do even some of this stuff in here. Let me see what I have. I don't think I have any over here. See if there's any in the bins, Tanner. I think I told Seth to leave it all out. I think he did. But let's go ahead and do these back here. I know this one's going to sell right away. This is actually a 33 1/3 pronounced Leonard Skinner. This is not, the 45 RPM is discontinued. The 45 RPM is discontinued. This is a 33 RPM. And see, this is why I keep them behind the counter. Somebody's already accidentally opened that one. 33 1/3, Leonard Skinner, 40, and this is still cut from the original, but the 45 has been discontinued. They now just make the 33 1/3. The 45 is incredible. I haven't got to listen to the 33, but I'm sure it's similar quality. I only have two. Do you have AP Willie Nelson? Then I used to, Michael, but it is gone. Actually, you know what? Our on-sale crate has some MoFi stuff in it. I'll pull that in just a second. Anthony Barone wants a Sam Cooke. Anthony, I'll give you the next best one I have on the Sam Cooke. That's sold to Anthony Barone. Sherry Darnell says she'll take the spine crackle and all. So there's one Sam Cooke left. Sherry Darnell gets that one. There's one left. And then Leonard Skinner is sold to Pamela and Henry. And that was only $37.49. My bad. $37.49, 25% off. $37.49. That's sold to Pamela and Henry's. Brent asked the price. Henry, sorry I didn't say that fast enough. And then Christopher was fifth. And those are all sold. All right, so one Sam Cooke left. Two Greg Allmans. This next record is also $37.49. And that's Muddy Waters Folk Singer. $37.49. I know somebody's going to get it. I hope at that price, 25% off, $37.49. Let me see, Michael, that record actually may be over here. I have one. No, the only thing in the on sale, I have a crate of on sale new vinyl over here, if y'all didn't already know that, that has still some great titles left. I went through it late the other night, but yeah, let me show this. Let me calculate the on sale price. Groovin' the Young Rascals. Let's see, I had it marked down to $49.99. $59.99, 25% off would make this actually another $5 off. Groovin' the Young Rascals, mastered from the original mono tapes, featuring Groovin', A Beautiful Morning, A Girl Like You, How Can I Be Sure, The Young Rascals, and that is fantastic. And yes, this is sealed. Muddy Waters is sold to Sean Fairweather. Sean Fairweather. Garrett was second, Thomas, John, Ryan, Mark Lent. There's something out of the discount bin, $44.99. That is another great center record. I love The Young Rascals. Great. And plus, A Beautiful Morning was not originally on the album. They put it as a bonus track. Last MoFi title, and it's a new release. Brand new. I'm going to go ahead and show it, and I think we're definitely going to sell it. It's literally a new release on sale. 25% off too. Whitney Houston, $52.49. Whitney Houston Whitney. That's new. That came out like 2 weeks ago. Whitney Houston, $52. It's a 45 RPM. 45 RPM MoFi Super Vinyl. $52.49 after the 25% off. It's a 45 RPM. No, it's a 33. It's a 33. That's a 33. 33 RPM. That's $52.49. Whitney, Young Rascals, Bill Withers, Greg Allman, and One Sam Cooke. I think that's it. That's it, I think, right, Tanner? I don't think we have anything else that's MoFi or Analog Productions in the bins. You can tell from the top of the bags. What's that right there? Uh-oh. No, I think that's Friday Music. Yeah, that's Friday Music docking. And that's Enough's Enough. What is this right here? That's Allison Krauss. Some of these are in resealable bags. That's a great way to spot them, though. That is low. That's not a resealable bag. What is that? That's Fish. That's, yeah, that's Allison. Robert Plant and Allison Krauss albums come in resealable bags. I hate it. I don't like that. You either shrink wrap them or you don't. Nobody on Whitney Houston. Well, thank you, though, because after I take those out, we literally had this thing full, and there was stuff stacked on top. That was a great wipeout. That was a wipeout. And I'm doing one more check. I think that's everything, though. So now, if I show any more new MoFi or Analog Productions, it will literally be new releases. So, Coltrane. I think those sold. Yeah, some things sell, and plus people come in the store and they surprise me. They dig through that crate behind the counter and they pick stuff out. But yeah, that's as far as audiophile, which I consider MoFi and Analog Productions. Those are, that's it. All right. So we're not done. It's only a quarter after 10. So Whitney, Young Rascals, Bill, Greg, and Sam Cooke. All right, I'm good. Now you can keep them behind the counter and people can flip through them a little easier. I think Tanner handed me 2 records that were in the putback bins. Is there a new putback bin to go through? Okay. Yeah, this is an original Steelers Wheel with Gary Rafferty. Steelers Wheel featuring Stuck in the Middle of You. Beautiful vinyl. It has the original A&M Company inner sleeve and the hop stickers on the back. Contains the hit single Stuck in the Middle of You. $20 start. $20 start. Muddy Waters and Miles Davis. Sean's going to be smoking a cigar tonight. And a cigar when you're listening to him, right? Eye the Tiger. Shrink wrap and hop sticker. Eye the Tiger. Also a $20 start. An original on the Scotty Brothers label. These are now up for bid. Survivor's Near Mint in the shrink wrap and hop sticker. Steelers Wheel is in the shrink wrap with hop sticker. $20 start on those auctions. Now, I have not looked through the records that Paul went through Saturday night. And if y'all would like to go through those, I went through one earlier and I was like, wow, there's some great titles in here. And I was not here So to me, they're new because I didn't get to see what they put out. If y'all want to go through those, we can go through those and make them buy it now best offer. There's 3 crates over here, so that's technically some stuff I can do on sale. I heard Paul did a fantastic job on Saturday night if you were tuned in while I was in Neyland Stadium watching the Vols. So if y'all would like for me to go through those, we can go through those and make them buy it now best offer. And to me, it'll be like showing new stuff because I have not got to go through them myself. So how about we do that and consider that the on sale bin. Says if you didn't get to tune in to that, Steelers will. Fred's at 20 and John Smetzer's at 20. So for me, it's going to be like showing new stuff. And if you didn't get to tune in Saturday night, this is stuff that crate that Paul showed that did not sell. Also, here's the crate underneath the table that the Roger Waters records were in, and it's I wish I had another full one of those because I think that album's now out of print. So Tanner said, here's some more putbacks that were not auctioned, but they're for sale. George Carlin, Occupation Full, VG Plus, $9.99. Country Joe and the Fish, EX, $19.99. Heart, a classic, Dreamboat Annie, $24.99. And Rush, Fly By Night. Rush, Fly By Night, new. This doesn't come sealed, it just comes in a loose baggie. $39.99 for Rush, Fly By Night. So Steelers Wheel is at 20. Eye of the Tigers at 20. Shane Devers wants George Carlin. Fred Wink wants Country Joe. Brian Arrigo, you were second on George Carlin. Jetstream was third. And we still got Rush and the classic Dreamboat Annie, if anybody wants in on those. So we got $20 bids on both auctions, going twice, going 3 times. All right, so let's go through these. Buy it now, best offer. Good and Dusty, the Youngbloods, a white label promo, VG Plus condition, $9.99. Don't hesitate to make offers. Good and Dusty. We have Kate Taylor's, it's in there. Kate Taylor's is a white label promo, $14.99. Clarence Gatemouth Brown, $14.99 for Clarence Gatemouth Brown, $14.99 for CGB. Nappy Brown and the Roosters, I Done Got Over. That's a 1985 Swedish pressing, $19.99. Ruth Brown, Have a Good Time. Ruth Brown is $14.99. Foreigner 4, the classic Foreigner 4, $21.99. The original inner sleeve, Foreigner 4, $21.99. And Ron Thompson and the Resistors, Treat Her Like Gold, $14.99. Okay, so Steelers Wheel, I think we're done on this. Only one bid. Actually, John Smetzer, I just want to remind you that you was not first. Fred Wink bid first at $20. You never did say out. So this is Jerry Rafferty with Steelers Wheel. It's an original pressing, self-titled with the stuck in the middle hop sticker. That's about to be sold for Fred unless anybody else bids. And then Eye of the Tiger was at $20. And then we had a $21 bid. Kenny Begley's out. And Corey Gaston said he would take Clarence Gatemouth Brown for $10. Sell that to Corey Gaston for $10, Tanner. Be Yourself, $16.99. A tribute to Graham Nash's Songs from the Beginners. Interesting. Be Yourself in shrink wrap, $16.99. John says he's out. So both of these auctions are about to end. Nighthawks Live, Psych Deli. Nighthawks Live, $14.99. Michael Nath said he'd give $10 for the Ruth Brown. Sell that to Michael Nath for $10. And we have Rob Rio, Hot and Nasty. Rob Rio, $9.99. The Thought, 8 Miles High, 12-inch single, a white label promo, $11.99. Survivor is an original pressing of Eye of the Tiger in shrink wrap with hop sticker. The original inner sleeve is included. It's an original Terre Haute pressing, pristine and shrink and hop. The high bid is $21 with Shane Devers' final call. Let's go ahead and sell Fred Wink, the Steelers Wheel, for $20. Preston Rose said he would give $12 for Nighthawks Live. Sell that to Preston Rose for $12. Survivors over here. We'll see if Bryce wants to bid. If not, we're going to go ahead and sell it. Bob Strandlund, white label promo, $14.99. These are like new arrivals to me. Ron Thompson, Just Like a Devil. That's a 1990 blues album, $14.99. Ron Thompson, Just Like the Devil. The Pittsburgh collection, I don't know if Paul told y'all, but the Pittsburgh collection, he was deep in the blues. I mean, he's got a lot of the stuff that I'm very familiar with, and there's also a lot of stuff that I'm not so familiar with. But it looks like what I've seen on Discogs and reviews, a lot of these people I'm not familiar with have pretty high credentials or reviews. $14.99, Ron Thompson. Arlo Guthrie, Hobo's Lullaby, VG Plus $14.99. Shane Devers, You Were Outbid on Survivor. Bryce Culver has that for $22. The Guess Who Flavors, VG Plus $9.99 for the Guess Who Flavors. Rockin' the Guess Who, VG Plus $14.99. Rockin' the Guess Who, VG Plus $14.99. Shane's back in on Survivor at $25. Gray Slick Software, EX $12.99. Michael Nath says he's in on Ron Thompson for $10. Sell that to Michael Nath for $10. We're all familiar with this, Dark Side of the Moon, an original Winchester press, VG condition, $29.99. VG condition, $29.99. Dark Side of the Moon. Floyd. Eagles, The Long Run, VG Plus $17.99. Eagles, The Long Run, VG Plus $17.99. Van Halen, 1984, VG Plus $34.99. There is some cover damage at the bottom and on the front. Van Halen, 1984, VG Plus $34.99. Bryce Culver, You're Outbid on Survivor. Let me know if you want back in. Steely Dan, Katie Lied, VG Plus $24.99. A little damage up here to the top left corner. VG Plus $24.99 for Katie Lied. Katie Lied, Steely Dan, VG Plus $24.99. We have Southside Johnny, VG Plus $9.99. Both Guess Who's for $12. Both of them for $12. Is that 12 each, or is that 12 for both? If that's 12 for both, I can't do that. I would do 20 for both. That would be 8 and 12. That'd be 8 and 12. That'd be 20 for both. And the Eagles, 14. Corey Gaston, I will see the Eagles for $14. Bryce is back in on the Survivor for $26. Shane Devers, you're out. There's Van Halen again. There's Steely Dan again. And there's Southside Johnny. Where was we? Right here. Manfred Mann. Man-Made. Manfred Mann is EX condition, $34.99. Manfred Mann, Man-Made. EX condition, $34.99. Long Distance Voyager, The Moody Blues, EX condition, $12.99. Bryce, you're back out on Survivor. Bob Seger, Against the Wind, EX $19.99. And Noble Thin Man Watts, return of Noble Thin Man Watts, VG $9.99. I'm going to look behind the counter. Somebody asked about a Saturday Night Fever. I think there was a little bit of Japanese stuff left over that Paul did not get to. Let me see if I can find that back here. Here's an autograph I don't mind running. I have that. I think I listed that on eBay. I need to check on that. That Spirit autograph. Let's see here. Somebody asked about a Saturday Night. Did they say Staying Alive or Saturday Night Fever? If it's Saturday Night Fever, then I still have it. I have this, and this. I told Paul to do any Japanese pressing left in this bin for a $15 start. I don't know how many he got to. No Saturday Night Fever. There's a Staying Alive, which is obviously very similar, but not quite the same. It's Staying Alive. It wasn't Saturday Night Fever. Did he price it to you? It's still available. Let's do this for just a $15 start. It's an autographed Todd Rundgren record. Unfortunately, it's personalized. It says to Dale and original Todd Rundgren. Faithful Todd Rundgren. I don't know. You might get somebody really, really good that can remove that, but I've seen it happen. But you might can take. It is a kind of a glossy cover. You might can take alcohol and that comes off. It might still leave like something on there. I don't know. That'd be risky. But $15 start. $15 start if anybody's in on that autographed Todd Rundgren record. Shane, you're out on Survivor. Bryce has bid $31. There is no Saturday Night Fever. There's a Staying Alive. Katie Lied condition. Katie Lied by Steely Dan. The vinyl was in VG Plus condition. Vinyl's in VG Plus condition. No autographs have been sent off. They are, we're going to do a bunch at once. I think JSA is actually going to come here because we have so many. So no autographs will be authenticated until November. No autographs will be authenticated in November. Do we have anybody watching with the name Dale? If so, I can hook you up with some really cool personalized autographs. We need to find some Dales. I need to find a Facebook group, Dales of America, and recruit some people. Joni Mitchell Blue, an original, VG $29.99. An original, Joni Mitchell Blue, VG, that is $29.99. John Nazarko, if you want Saturday Night Fever, I'll do it right now for a $25 buy it now. It's near mint and pristine Japanese pressing. It has the Japanese insert with it. $25 buy it now on Staying Alive. Bryce Culver, you're out on Survivor. Shane Devers is back in at 15. Or excuse me, at 35. We're looking for 15 on Todd Rundgren. Spyro Gyra, City Kids, $9.99. The Duke Ellington Orchestra, $9.99. Duke Ellington Orchestra. Womack and Womack, Love Wars, $9.99. Men and Doors, The Hobbits Communicate. Interesting. VG Plus $49.99. Men and Doors, The Hobbits Communicate. VG Plus $49.99. I sold an empty cover, I think, one time from a Hobbits album. I had a Hobbits album that was just an empty cover I sold on eBay years ago. Just the cover, I think, brought 12 or 15 bucks. John Nazarko says he'll take Staying Alive. If anybody else wants one, I've got another one just like it. $25 buy it now. John says he'll take that for $25 now. Bryce Culver's back in on Survivor at 37. Dwayne and Greg Allman, $34.99. Once again, those pre-Allman Brothers 31st of February recordings, $34.99. Jetstream says Blue, $20. Blue, that was Joni Mitchell. Jetstream, I will sell this to you for $22. Let's do a $2 bump on that. $22 on Blue. Rolling Stones Dirty Work, $34.99 with the original inner sleeve. Rolling Stones Dirty Work, $34.99. Very clean, $34.99. Shane's backing on Survivor at 40. Whitney Houston, $34.99. Whitney Houston, $34.99. Whitney Houston self-titled. Jetstream says that's good. Sell him Joni Mitchell Blue for $22. Waylon, Are You Ready for the Country? Waylon is $24.99. Tim Moore, White Shadows, $9.99 from Tim Moore. The Time, The Bird, a 1985 U.S. pressing, $19.99. Bryce is backing on Survivor at 42. If anybody wants the Todd Rundgren autograph, $15. $15. I'm going to go ahead and start a new auction. Also for a $15 start, Freeze Frame, Jay Giles Band, a Japanese pressing, a freeze frame, just a $15 start, near mint minus and pristine. It also has the original insert. It has the cover and Obi, $15 start. Survivors at 42 and now 45. Scott Fish gets The Time. Scott Fish gets The Time, The Bird. Wade Lucas put TR. That might have been a miscue. Or maybe he was second. Jay Giles, those a $15 start. Fred Wink is in first. Elvin Bishop, Big Fun. Elvin Bishop is sealed. That's never been opened. $22.99. Elvin Bishop, Big Fun. Also, Ray Charles Collection. Ray Charles Collection, $19.99. Survivors now at 47. Bow Wow Wow. Wow. Love, Peace, and Harmony. Bow Wow Wow is $14.99. That's a cool cover. I've grabbed something else. This is Dinah Ross, Marvin Gaye, Smokey Robinson, and Stevie Wonder. A tribute to the father. Pops, we love you. That is $19.99. That's a die-cut, red-shaped picture disc or die-cut vinyl, $19.99. Wade, thank you. Todd Rundgren, sell that to Wade Lucas for $15. Autographed Todd Rundgren. So Survivor, make sure I do all this in the right order. Survivor's at 45. Realize now that Wade was getting the Todd Rundgren for $15. Then Jay Giles was 15. Jay Giles 15. Survivor 47. Jay Giles 17. Jay Giles 16, Survivor 50, Jay Giles 16, Jay Giles 20, Jay Giles 18, Wayne Carr wants tribute. That's this right here. This is sold to Wayne Carr, Jay Giles 21, Jay Giles 25, and Greg Rogers says he would give 15 for Bow Wow Wow. I actually think that's what it's priced. It is marked, so sell that to Greg Rogers. Next is Danny O'Keefe. It's got a big radio station markings, WSVC. That's a white label promo. That's why it has radio station markings, $24.99. Dale Lucas. Wade is now known as Dale. Dale Lucas. Brian's out on Jay Giles. They're still bidding on Survivor. Fred Wink has it for $25. That was the Japanese pressing of Freeze Frame and the O'Kanes, $19.99. Before it gets too late, we're still going, obviously, but I want to remind everybody tomorrow night is just like tonight, new vintage arrivals and auctions, but it's going to be heavy on KISS merchandise on the auction block. So if you're tuning in, you're going to see a lot of vintage records just like this, lots of stuff for buy it now, but also we're going to be doing a lot of KISS merchandise on the auction block, and I'm going to be pausing and showing a lot of other KISS items. So Paul's got an extraordinary amount of stuff priced. I'm going to start working and digging back there in the back with some of the huge stuff. Everything went well with last week's sale. I think we only had a few things put back due to oversized items, which was the Bears. I'm going to show those again tomorrow night. Jay Giles is at 26, Survivor's at 55, and Jay Giles is at 27 tomorrow night. And then we'll have shows also Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll be here every night. Arlo Guthrie running down the road, $19.99. That's in shrink wrap for Arlo Guthrie. Classic. Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Very nice copy, $19.99. Can't go wrong there. City to City. Pure Cotton, the James Cotton Blues Band. That's $29.99. Keep in mind, this is a buy it now best offer bin. The Lamont, what's that say? Lamont Cranston Band. The Lamont Cranston Band Specials Lit, $19.99. Bryce Culver, you're out on Survivor. Let me know if you want back in. If not, Shane Devers has it for a final call. They're still bidding on Jay Giles. Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music, Volume 2, $19.99 for Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country and Western Music. The Lamont Cranston Band, this is LC Notes, $19.99. Christopher Brusha said he'd give $15 for Special Lit. Sell that to Christopher Brusha. Fred Wink's backing on Jay Giles for $30. James Cotton, High Compression. Never seen that one before. $19.99 for James Cotton, High Compression. The Motors, Tenement Steps. The Motors, that's a die-cut cover. It does have a cutout as well. $19.99. Bryce is backing on Survivor at 57. Shane Devers, you're out. Michael Nath is at 15 on Cotton. You get Cotton for 15. Joe Locke's backing on Jay Giles at 31. Johnny Winter, White Hot and Blue. Johnny Winter is a white label promo. Johnny Winter, that's a white label promo on the Blue Sky label, $19.99. Corey Gaston, he's going to get Ray Charles for $15. That's sold to Corey Gaston. Bobby Blue Band, Midnight Run. Bobby Blue Bland, $24.99 for Bobby Blue Bland, $24.99. Also, throughout the week, I'm going to be discounting a lot of new vinyl. Now that we've got everything in alphabetical order, I'm going to start pulling dates. Stuff that was marked in January of this year is about to start going on sale for the first time ever. We did a few early pulls the other day, but I can really go through everything now. So stuff starting with January, maybe even February of 2023 is about to go on sale. That stuff that's been here 8 months now, I guess 10 months. 10 months and 9 months, so it's time to discount it. First time ever it's been discounted, and I'll be mixing that in. Kind of like I wanted to start with the audiophile stuff, because a lot of that's not too old, but it's something I definitely wanted to discount. Yeah, here's, like Bill Withers was back in April, Sam Cooke was back in April, but still, that stuff's been here 6 months. So after that, I'll start putting some stuff on sale. So 6 months, 8 months, it's time to discount some new titles. So new vinyl on sale will be mixed in all week until we can really reduce our inventory, because we have a bunch. Our bins are full all of a sudden. Bryce Culver bid 57 on Survivor. We sold James Cotton and Ray Charles. Joe Locke bid 31 on Jay Giles. Shane's out, so Survivor's now a final call to Bryce Culver for $57. Christopher Brusha offered 15 for Johnny Winter. That's sold to Christopher Brusha. And Fred Wink is backing on Jay Giles at 35. Joe Locke, you're out. The Bachelors, Mary, that is $9.99. That's on London in mono. Looks like an old folk record on the red London mono label in shrink wrap, $9.99. Also, Fly on the Family Stone Fresh, $29.99. These are all buy now best offer. We do not participate in Record Store Day, so we will not have any Record Store Day titles. We've already got a buttload of messages today. people will be messaging us for a month asking, up until November, asking if we're getting Record Store Day stuff. And then after, but we do not get Record Store Day titles. Record Store Day does not acknowledge us as being a record store for some reason. I've even had some people go up to the top of the chain and they said we have to completely remodel our store. So that's actually what we're doing. I'm spending a lot of money buying a new sign, repainting the front of the store. We're about to remodel the entire front part of the store. And then maybe we can get on Record Store Day. But I think because we sell a lot of other collectibles, we're not really a record store. I don't know why, because most of the other places I know in Nashville that are on Record Store Day, vinyl is just part of their business. So very weird. Brinsley Schwartz, VG Plus $14.99. David Bromberg is VG Plus $9.99. And Ray Smith, I'm going to rock some more. Ray Smith is EX $11.99. Okay, I think we're done on these auctions. Let's go ahead and sell Fred Wink, Jay Giles for $35 because Joe Locke said he's out. Bryce Culver is also going to get the Survivor for $57. So those two auctions are done. Next was not Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's not going to be this week. Probably next week, like next Thursday, we're either going to have a Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin night or like a Grateful Dead and Who night from the Pittsburgh collection, or another Beatles and Bruce Springsteen night. But we have all those amazing records from the Pittsburgh collection that need to be promoted. The world needs to see them. I got to do some videos, some stories, some photographs. It's an amazing collection. It's just casually sitting back there. So Eddie Leal says he'll take the Sly and the Family Stone. Chris B. Jack, BC or BS, Brinsley Shores for $10. Sell that to Chris B. Jack. We are in Lebanon, Tennessee. Flat Picking Guitar Festival, EX $17.99. So we don't do Record Store Day. What we do when it's Record Store Day, we do a big in-store sale because people still come by here. We put everything on sale. We usually have promotions and stuff like that. So that's what's going on. The Best of Rick Roberts, EX $11.99. Yeah, Led Zeppelin night's going to be insane. That might be my favorite night we'll ever do here. I've got hundreds of Led Zeppelin bootlegs, vintage original, also rare imports, Russian pressings, UK pressings. We've got Pink Floyd boots. We've got still tub after tub of Beatles and Paul McCartney and John Lennon stuff. We got Stones boots. Oh my gosh, the amount of Stones records we have, it's just at least 500 or 600 boots. It's a lot. It's a lot of Rolling Stones bootlegs. Casting Pearls, VG, $9.99. And Rick Roberts Island, EX $17.99. Sorry for all the discussions in the middle of that crate. Had to make some announcements. Let's do some quick buy it nows. If anybody wants Monkey's Headquarters, I'll do it for a $20 buy it now. It's a Japanese pressing of Monkey's Headquarters, near mint with Obi. $20 buy it now. $20 buy it now. So, yeah, we're just east of Nashville. But originally, Record Store Day, what I was told is they said I got to get rid of the antique look, and I was like, well, we don't really look like an antique store. Half of it does, but looks like a record store to me, right, Tanner? Looks like a collectible store. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't really know. You can't talk to them either. It's like trying to get to the president. I was like, if I could, I would tell them, I said, I would fly anywhere in the country, wherever their headquarters are at, have lunch with them, talk to them, take them out to eat, and explain to them why we need to be on Record Store Day. Because from anybody, if you're east of Nashville all the way to Cookeville, which is a huge strip of I-40, a lot of people, there's no record stores. That's from us all the way to Cookeville. There's no record stores. And I don't think there's anybody in Cookeville that does Record Store Day either. Gavin has his shop up there, but I don't think he's Record Store Day. And then you got to go all the way to Crossville. That's a lot of miles. That's like, and everybody's like, we would come to you. And then they have to wait in line in Nashville, which most people's like, I just don't fool with it because I don't want to go to Nashville and fool with the lines at everywhere else. So here's what's left in this bin. The Youngbloods. Kate Taylor's, Nappy Brown, Foreigner 4, Ron Thompson. Ever do a jazz show? We usually don't get enough jazz in to do a show. We get very limited jazz. It's kind of like when we get metal. It's very limited and it sells very quickly. So if I ever get a huge jazz collection, we'll do a jazz night. But I never get in jazz collections. That's pretty rare. Jazz collections are rare. Be Yourself, that's a tribute to Graham Nash. So Ron Thompson, Foreigner 4. We have Nappy Brown, Kate Taylor, The Young Bloods, Rob Rio, The Thought, Rob Strandlund, Arlo Guthrie, The Guess Who, info on Graham Nash. Graham Nash is a tribute album. This is Be Yourself, a tribute to Graham Nash, a song for beginners featuring Robin Picknode, Bonnie Pierce Billy, Brendan Benson, Viter, and Alia Deanne, and more. And that is $16.99. $16.99. Grace Slick, Pink Floyd, Van Halen, Southside Johnny, Manfred Mann, The Moody Blues, Bob Seger, Noble Thin Man Watts, Steely Dan, Spyro Gyra, Duke Ellington, Womack and Womack, Men and Doors, The Hobbits, Dwayne and Greg Allman, The Rolling Stones, Whitney Houston, Waylon, Tim Moore, Elvin Bishop, Ray Charles, Danny O'Keefe, The O'Kanes, Arlo Guthrie, Jerry Rafferty, and James Cotton. Christopher Brusha said he'd give $12 for the Nash. You got it. That's sold to Christopher Brusha for $12. Also, the Lamont Cranston Band, The Motors, Bobby Blue Band, The Bachelors, David Bromberg. Info on Grace Slick. Grace Slick, that was one of her solo albums. Let me figure out what I've done with it. It was right in here. It was Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon. VG Condition, $34.99. Grace Slick, back here. Software. EX on the vinyl, $12.99. It does have a saw mark. EX Condition, $12.99. Grace Slick Software. Also, Ray Smith, Flat Picking Guitar Festival, The Best of Rick Roberts, Mill Valley Bunch, and Rick Roberts. No takers on the Monkees for $20 if anybody wants it. 6 on Grace Slick. I think I just said $12.99. So if you want it, I will do $10 on it. I don't know if I'm ready to do 6. I will do $10 on that, Christopher Brusha. $10. All right, any last request? My level of hunger has surpassed to the point where my head is starting to hurt, which isn't good. As y'all know, I require large amounts of food, and my food options are ticking. I've got, most stuff stays open from 11 to midnight. I've got an extra hour, but if I don't wrap up now and go get something, I'm going to miss my window of opportunity here in Lebanon, Tennessee. So, any last request? If not, we'll be back doing this again tomorrow. I'm going to read some titles we have in here as we're wrapping up. In closing, Christopher Brusha says he'll take Grace Slick. We have Slayer. We have Megadeth, Savatage, Kiss, Hank Williams, Jason Isbell, Grateful Dead, Joni Mitchell, Extreme, Cinderella, Jeff Beck, Destruction, Duran Duran, Green Day, Pink Floyd, and Steely Dan. I've talked myself into it. Can I get the Smashing Pumpkins acoustic from earlier? That was in a putback bin. Let me figure out where that is. That should... Okay. Yeah, Tanner, we will pull that for you. It's yours. Michael Golston, it's yours. Sold to you for $39.99. But yeah, so Slayer, Megadeth, Savatage, Kiss, Hank Williams, a few titles in there. Any Dead or Alive. Not right now. We usually get that on Japanese vinyl, actually. We usually get those from our Japanese dealer, but I haven't had one in a while, Eddie. I will be on the lookout. Anybody else? Let me know. If not, send us a message if we don't see your comment in enough time. I might actually can catch the subway open down there at the Pilot. I don't know. I think they close at 11 instead of midnight, which is unfortunate. It used to be open 24/7. I could go eat a sub at 2 a.m., but not anymore. So, if that's it, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock Central Time. We'll do this all over again with all new arrivals. We've had a great night as usual. Thank y'all, and we'll be back tomorrow.